Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Tanjiro and Natsu got teleported to One Piece movie. Before we start, please go support Mhen1NT3ND0 fan for writing that awesome fanfic. In the world of One Piece, 4 heroic individuals from different worlds, Izuku Midoriya, Tanjiro Kamado, Natsu Dragneel, and a Lucario named Ricky Steele. They were somehow brought to this world and are looking for a way back. In order to do so, they need to venture into the Grand Line. During their quest, they meet up with the Straw Hat Pirates and work together with them. Join these 4 in their quest of a lifetime through the world of One Piece. Meeting the Straw Hat Pirates. In an old, run-down ship, 4 individuals were riding aboard. Izuku, we should be arriving on land soon, guys. Natsu, that makes me. Natsu, very happy. Tanjiro, hang in there, Natsu. We're almost there. Ricky, just tough it out, Salamander. These are Tanjiro Kamado, Natsu Dragneel, Ricky Steele, and their captain, Izuku Midoriya. These 4 are from different worlds. One day, these 4 individuals woke up and realized that they were not in their world. They then met each other and learned about each other. They became fast friends. However, they needed to find a way back to their homes as they all have goals to achieve. So they went to the authorities for help. Problem solved? Wrong. As they soon found out, the authorities are mostly that of corrupt people. They laughed at them and told them to get lost because they weren't worth their time. Luckily, they were able to get info on a place where just about anything can happen. So they knew what to do. Get a boat and go to the Grand Line. Unfortunately, the only boat they were able to get was not good enough. But they learned of a nearby island where a much better boat could be made, and they set sail for that island. However, Natsu protested to getting on any boat at first, which confused the other 3. However, after they set sail, they learned why. Due to Natsu's Dragon Slayer magic, he gets serious motion sickness. As they were sailing on, Izuku was named the captain of the group due to being the smartest of them. They also learned more about each other. One interesting thing they learned was about Ricky, who has a quirk just like Izuku's. Even the name is similar. One for aura. As for its origin? An entire millennia ago, there was a Zoroa by the name of Phantom was exiled from his region because of his practical jokes. He ended up in the Hijiri region, couldn't handle the horrible climate, and died as a result. However, his spirit remained. He became a Hisuian Zoroa. Arceus took pity on this poor Zoroa and gifted it amazing power. One that could be passed down to others. But only Pokemon. If a human were to try and inherit this power, nothing would happen. The ability to stockpile aura and even turn it into strength. That was one for aura. They also learned that Ricky has an unfortunate habit of giving everyone nicknames no matter how much he tries to break it. No one really seems to mind though. Izuku, guys. I see land. Natsu, weakly yay. They made it to land and dropped the anchor. Natsu, alright. We made it to land. The others then got off. Izuku, alright everyone. First things first. We need to find someone who can build us a better boat. Tanjiro then sniffed the air. Ricky, Hanakami, you smell something? Tanjiro, yes. I smell annoyance, anger, hatred, desperation, sadness, and oil. Natsu, oil? Izuku, Ricky, do you think you can find the aura of the people Tanjiro smell? Ricky, you can count on me, Seiji. It took a minute, but, Ricky, I got it. Follow me, guys. Ricky lead them to the island shore to see a bunch of pirates. Most of them on the ground in pain. They also saw a ship with the front part of the keel as well as the figurehead, which was a black cat torn off. And someone was under it. Someone wearing a straw hat. Natsu, whoa. Ricky, hey, how is that guy even alive? That part of the ship should have completely crushed him. Izuku, wait, he's alive? Ricky, he still has an aura, so yeah? They then noticed that other people are fighting a guy with goggles and a long nose. A man with a greenish-black bandana and 3 swords, and the only girl out of everyone who also had orange hair. Nami, looks like those guys are probably down for the count, don't you think? Izuku, her voice sounds like Achiko's. Zoro, I guess. Izuku, his voice sounds like All Might's. Natsu, his voice sounds like Elfman. Usopp, maybe, but Luffy's still trapped underneath that cat. Just look, Tanjiro, Luffy? Izuku, it has to be him. Izuku points at Luffy. Zoro, relax, he's fine. You should really worry about your own injuries by the looks of it. Someone then got up. Django, damn that little brat. Now our whole plan's shot to hell. What am I gonna do with this mess? Captain Kuro sees this and he'll kill us. Bucci! Come check this out. There's some bad stuff going down. Bucci, what the hell? Django turns to the voices and smiles. Django, I forgot we still have our trump card. Come forth, Meowban brothers. Izuku, Tanjiro, Natsu, and Ricky, Meowban brothers. 2 individuals jumped down. Siam, yes, Captain? Did you call for us? Bucci, well, did you? Siam. And Bucci, Siam and Bucci. Together we are the Meowban brothers. At your service. This confused everyone. Izuku, so they're basically rip-offs of the WWPC. Django, Bucci. Siam. We absolutely must get up this hill. But as you can plainly see, our path is blocked. If you would be so kind as to remove this obstacle. Immediately, Zoro gave them an angry stare. This scared the Meowban brothers. Siam, no way. We couldn't do that. He looks too strong. Right, Bucci? Bucci, oh yeah, he's strong. Way stronger than us. Siam, besides we just guard the ship, not fight people. Bucci, he's got a point. We're really not the guys you want to send into battle. Usopp, so, they're a couple of pansies. I guess they're not the trump card after all. Django, Siam, just do it already. Siam, What? Please, not me. Ricky, you know what's funny about this? Izuku, Tanjiro, and Natsu, what? Ricky, that scaredy cat has the same voice as Salamander. Natsu, I don't know how I should feel about that. Django, and hurry. Siam, okay, I'll go. Just stop yelling. Nami, the guy's crying like a baby. What are they doing down there? He started rushing in while acting completely foolish. However, Ricky, hold on guys. He's just faking it. He's about to get the jump on 3 swords over there. Izuku, what? Tanjiro, crap. I got to do something. Tanjiro jumped off of their hiding place. Just as Siam was about to get the jump on Zoro, Tanjiro, Hinakami Kagura dance, the attack landed and Siam was sent back. He didn't suffer any lasting damage because Tanjiro used the blunt part of his sword so he wouldn't kill him. Zoro, what the? Siam, GH. Tanjiro pointed his sword at Siam. Tanjiro, you were able to fool most of us. But my friend wasn't fooled by you. The other 3 came down. Izuku, good job, Tanjiro. Siam, so you saw through me, huh? He then rushed at them at incredible speed. Izuku's danger sense didn't activate because it wasn't going to be an attack. Siam stole Zoro's other 2 swords from off his back. Zoro, hey! Give back my swords. Siam, your swords? But you already have a sword, how greedy can you be? He took the swords from his back and threw them aside like trash. Enraged, Zoro rushed at him. Izuku, Ricky, Natsu, and Tanjiro, and oh. Wait, Zoro, you should take care of other people's things. He slashed Siam across the stomach, or so he thought. Siam showed up behind Zoro, got on his back, and grabbed his arms while pushing him into the ground. Siam, you really have to be faster. I'm agile as a cat. Bucci, you're up. Get in here. Bucci, sure thing, Siam. He jumped high up and was about to slam his foot down on Zoro, but Izuku, Detroit Smash. Izuku punched Bucci at the right moment and sent him flying back, almost hitting Django. However, Django dodged in time. Siam, Bucci, Natsu, Fire Dragon Iron Fist. With a powerful, ignited punch, Siam was sent flying into Bucci. Zoro, so they must have eaten devil fruits. Usopp, how'd they do that? Nami, it must have been because of a devil fruit. Siam and Bucci, Hussy Willow March. The 2 rushed at the others, but Zoro and Tanjiro rushed forward and started blocking their rapid slashes. Nami, this isn't good. Those 2 are on the defensive. Usopp pointed his slingshot at Siam and Bucci. Nami, what are you doing? Usopp, there's no way that those 2 can gain any ground if they're too busy blocking their attacks. I'm gonna help them. Ricky heard this and started speaking telepathically to the 2. Ricky and oh. Don't. Usopp and Nami, Ricky, sorry. But I need to tell you. Don't do it. If you attack them and it lands, those 2 cats will come after you. And that's only if you can. I've known Hinakami for only a little while now, but in that time I knew him. I know that he would take the blow to prevent that from happening. That's how kind-hearted he is. And judging from 3 Swords' aura, he would do the same. But don't worry. They'll be fine. Usopp, I see. But how did you speak to us without even opening your mouth? Ricky, I'll explain later. Django then screamed and everyone stopped. They were confused until they looked where Django was looking to see. Natsu, who's this guy? Django, no. I'm sorry. I can explain all of this. Kuro adjusted his glasses with the bottom of his hand. Kuro, the night has long since passed. So why is it that you seem to have made no progress on the plan? Crewmate 1, Captain Kuro no. Crewmate 2, he'll kill us all. Usopp, it's all over. Kuro, what the hell is going on? Wake up, Luffy. Kuro, to think that these brats have held you back. He drops his bag. Kuro, how the Black Cat pirates have fallen. What have you got to say for yourself? Django, but you said, sorry sir, but you said letting the kid go wouldn't cause any problems. He chuckled nervously. Kuro, I did say that. Usopp, huh? Kuro, what's your point? He's an idiot. I knew no one would listen to his warnings, and he would come stumbling back against us. But the one thing I hadn't taken account for was your inexcusable weakness, Django, sir. We're not weak. It's just that. Siam, who are you to call us weak? Bucci, watch what you say. Captain Kuro, Siam, you used to be quite the killer. But face it, Kuro, it's been 3 years, and we haven't exactly been living the good life waiting on a rich girl hand and foot. Bucci, yeah, that's right. For 3 long years, we've been sinking pirate ships and massacring villages. Izuku, Tanjiro, Ricky, and Natsu, what? Kuro, very good. Finished? Siam, no. You've done nothing this whole time. We've been killing. Bucci, you butler. There's no way you can beat the Meowban brothers. The Meowban brothers ran past the others and charged for Kuro. Django, don't. Bucci, Siam, stop. Kuro grabbed his bag. Siam, you are not our captain anymore. Bucci, so sorry, but we haven't exactly to kill you. Kuro then started to do some weird feet movement. The Meowban brothers missed Kuro. He was gone. Izuku, what the? Natsu, HY. Where'd he go? He then appeared right in front of them. Tanjiro, guys? I found Izuku, Ricky, and Natsu, we know. They then saw he had some strange new weapons. Very long cat claws. Zoro, how'd he move so fast? And what are those crazy weapons? Kuro, who? Who are you going to kill? They tried to attack him again, but he dodged after doing that odd movement again. Ricky, he's fast. Django, the hussy foot maneuver. Ricky, that's a terrible name. Kuro, you know you're right. He got right behind Siam and Bucci with 2 of his claws pointed at their faces. The 2 were clearly terrified. Kuro, I do feel a bit sluggish after all these years. Nami, he's handling them like babies. And those 2 nearly defeated Zoro and whoever that kid with the scar is. Django, with his hussy foot maneuver, Captain Kuro could shred everyone on this beach before we draw our next breath. Author's note, wrong. He couldn't beat Izuku. And definitely not Natsu. Django, we wouldn't even see it coming. There is no escape from a killing machine like him. I knew he hadn't grown soft when I saw that old habit of his. Django, that strange way of lifting his glasses so that he won't cut his face. It's like he never stopped wearing those cat claws. They're almost a part of his body. Of course he hasn't forgotten how to fight. Kuro, you're very lucky. I'm feeling somewhat merciful. Maybe these years on dry land have made me soft. I'll give you 5 minutes. He freed them. Kuro, if you can't deal with the situation here in 5 minutes, then I'll kill every last one of you. He stepped back. Kuro, now, have I made myself clear? Django, oh yes. He laughed nervously. Django, yes, of course. That's perfectly clear. Thank you for being so forgiving. All we have to do is take care of these 5. 5 minutes should be more than enough. They charged at the 5 again. Bucci, we nearly had him a few minutes ago. Siam, we won't need 1 minute to finish them off. Django, we're counting on you. Kill him. Izuku, Ricky. Use your quirk and get that guy's swords back. Ricky, right. Django then got in front of the swords. Django, as if I'll let you. Ricky smirks. Ricky, you don't really think you can stop me, do you? He charged right at him with incredible speed. Django, what the? Ricky, Sinnoh strike. Django was punched in the gut and sent flying. Ricky then grabbed Zoro's swords. Ricky, hey! 3 swords. Catch! He threw Zoro his swords and he caught them. He then put one of them in his mouth. Tanjiro, so he uses 3 swords at once? I thought that third one was meant for a backup. Siam, you idiot! It won't matter how many swords you have. Bucci, now you'll die holding 3 of them. Tanjiro, hey, Izuku, Natsu, Ricky? Do me a favor. Let me and this man handle them. Izuku, Natsu, and Ricky all nodded and let Tanjiro handle this with Zoro. In order for Tanjiro to defeat Muzan, he must be able to handle things without them as they are planning to go back to their respective worlds. Not each other's. Zoro, Tiger, Tanjiro, Hanakami Kagura. Zoro, you still don't get it. They then attacked. Zoro, Trap, Tanjiro, Raging Sun, Siam and Buchi were slashed and burned. However, Kuro was unfazed by it. Kuro, the clock is ticking. Zoro, that's an interesting sword style you got there, kid. Tanjiro, thank you. But yours is much more impressive. Could I do that if I used 3 swords? Zoro, carrying 3 swords won't help you at all. Unless you know 3 sword style. Django, oh no. This is bad. They both fell to the ground. Django, they took down the Meowban brothers with one attack. Zoro pointed one of his swords at Kuro. Zoro, I can promise you. Everything will be taken care of in less than 5 minutes. They got their swords ready. Kuro 3 minutes left. Buchi grabbed Django's leg. Buchi, I'll slaughter him. Please, Captain. I can do it, hypnotize me. Ricky, hypnotize? Buchi, please, Captain. Kuro, he's still alive. You do sloppy work. Zoro, so he is. I guess that blubber protected his vitals. Tanjiro, wait, you killed the other one? Zoro, we have no choice. They chose their fate, kid. They turned around to see him gaining muscle. Ricky, the heck? Tanjiro, what is happening? He was now twice the size he was before. Django, Buchi. Kill them. Ricky looked back to see Luffy sleeping under the front keel. Zoro, what? Really? You back for more? Tanjiro, careful, mister. He smells of animosity and rage. Zoro, got it. Wait. How can you smell emotions? Tanjiro, I've always had a strong sense of smell. Zoro, emotions don't have a smell. Tanjiro, we have to focus. Zoro, you're right. This guy was trouble when he was half this size. Zoro, then Django had to flip his psycho switch. As Buchi started walking towards Zoro and Tanjiro, Ricky ran towards Luffy. Ricky, now's my chance. I gotta help this guy. Django, I don't know what that thing is planning, but I won't let him do whatever he is planning. He threw his ring, which was also a blade. However, Ricky, nice try. Bone rush, just as the blade came to him. Ricky, this one's out of the ballpark. Ricky swung his bone staff at the blade and sent it flying east. Ricky, I know whatever you are thinking. Ricky then grabbed the front keel and lifted it off of Luffy. Everyone but Izuku, Natsu, Buchi, and Tanjiro's jaws dropped at the incredible strength Ricky just showed. Ricky, alright, Straw Hat. Rise and shine. He slapped Luffy with his paw and he woke up. Luffy, what the heck, man? That hurt. He then took a look at Ricky. Luffy, food. Ricky, what? I'm not food, you idiot. Crewmate 1, crap. That guy's back in battle. Crewmate 2, no. This is terrible. Crewmate 3, 5 minutes'll never be enough time. Luffy, I wonder what you are. But I bet you'll make good grub. Ricky punched him. Ricky, I am no one's food, Straw Hat. Gah, Luffy, huh? Ricky, I hate this stupid habit of mine. Luffy walks past him and puts on his straw hat. Kuro, 1 minute. And counting. Crewmate 4, Kuro. You can't be serious. We can't possibly finish them in 1 minute. Crewmate 5, come on guys, stop messing around and end this already. Luffy keeps walking and the crewmates start running away from him. Ricky, damn. Straw Hat must be pretty strong. Django, Buchi. Quickly. There's no more time to waste. Kill those swordsmen. I'll take care of the monster as well as the freaky, bendable kid. Ricky, freaky? Bendable? Django, I'm coming for you, Straw Hat. You too, monster. Ricky walked up to Luffy. Kuro, humph, time's up. You knew the deal. It's time for you to die. Luffy, HM? Hey, wait. Why is that shady butler here? Ricky, what do you mean, butler? Kuro, it's that kid. Didn't he die falling off a cliff? Nice trick. Ricky, wait, what's with this new aura? Tanjiro, I can smell panic. Kuro, don't ever sneak up on me. Unless you want to die. He was about to slash the person from behind. Usopp, KY. He got in front of her and was slashed in the back. Kaya, no. Usopp. Are you okay? Usopp, Kaya, what are you doing here? Kaya, oh, Usopp. I'm so sorry. I don't know how you'll ever forgive me. I just couldn't believe it that Klahadore is a scheming, murdering pirate. Usopp, never mind that. Why are you here? Kaya, your life is in danger. I told you to run somewhere safe, she was crying. Kaya, I won't. You're still here fighting. I won't run, Natsu. If Happy were here, he'd say. They must be in Luov. I miss him. Kaya, you fought for me after I treated you so badly. Look at you, you're barely alive, but you're so brave. Kuro, this is no place for a lady. Madam, please leave. Kaya, please. Stop. Don't do this. Stop. Stop this right now, Klahadore. I know what you're up to. Mary already told me about everything. Django, HM? What's the girl from the mansion doing down here? Crewmate 6. The whole reason that we're here is to murder that rich girl. Izuku, Tanjiro, Natsu, and Ricky, that's IT? Crewmate 7. If she's here, then we don't have to go to the village. Crewmate 8. All we gotta do is kill her, right? Kaya, Klahadore, please. If you want my fortune, you can have it. Take it all and leave this village right now. I'm begging you. Kuro, I will gladly accept your fortune, Miss Kaya. Thank you. But I want more. You see, simply acquiring wealth isn't enough. More than anything else. What I want is peace. Kaya, you want peace? Kuro, yes. Just peace. Peace of mind. It's simple, really. I have spent the last 3 years earning the trust of the entire village, and to be honest, I find this new sense of peace and tranquility quite comforting. When my plan comes to fruition, I will live with this sublime peace of mind. Kaya stepped back in fear and reached for something in her sweater. Kuro, yes. The glorious comfort of a peaceful life will be mine for forever and ever. In short, these pirates are coming. And you will leave your fortune to me and die. Miss Kaya, these things will happen. Kaya, no. You can't. You just can't be. She takes out a gun. Usopp, run away, Kaya. There's no use talking to him. Please. Get out of here. Kaya, you're not Klahadore. No. You're not. She points the gun at Kuro. Kaya, leave here, right now. Never come back. Kuro, oh, you'd point a gun at me? Kaya, stop it. Just leave. Go. Kuro, yes. I see. You're all grown up now. So much has happened in the last 3 years. Miss Kaya. Don't you remember the things we went through? We spent so much time together. He took off one of his gloves. Kuro, even before your dear sweet parents passed away. You were more than my master, you were my best friend. So much time. So many memories. Together we suffered and together we rejoiced. Like family. Kaya was starting to cry again. Kaya, Klahadore, Kuro, I took you on shopping trips to the city. I looked after you so diligently when you were ill. And we used to talk for hours and hours. Kaya, listen to me. I was devoted to you. For so very long. He clenched the gun. Kuro, I endured it. I quietly suffered so that today I could end your life and take everything that I deserve. He took the gun. Kuro, I, who was once the feared and respected Captain Kuro, had to bow and humble myself before some snot-nosed little girl. He dropped the gun and Kaya started to cry more. Kuro, it went against every fiber of my being. Usopp, damn you. Kuro, can you understand the depth of these daily insults? Can you understand the rage created by those transgressions against my pride? Usopp grabbed the gun and got up. Usopp, Kuro. He shot the gun, but Kuro used his special maneuver and dodged it before putting back on his cat claw. Kuro, thank you for reminding me. Kuro wrapped his claws around Usopp. Kuro, Usopp, I owe you for hitting me. Let's get even. Kaya, oh no, Usopp. Kuro, if I recall, you hit me as hard as you could, right? Before he could do anything else. Luffy, Gum pistol. The attack landed and he punched Curry in the face. Izuku, Natsu, Tanjiro, and Ricky, what the? Ricky, how did you do that? Luffy, oh, Luffy, I ate the gum devil fruit. So I'm a rubber man. Ricky, devil fruit? Luffy, heh. If he hates getting hit that much, he's about to have a really bad day. Usopp's vow. Kuro's crewmates were freaking out about what Luffy did while Nami left for Kuro's ship to find his treasure. Then, Usopp pirates. The Usopp pirates have arrived. They slammed frying pans down one Kuro's head. Usopp, no. Don't. Kaya, stay away. They weren't listening. Pepper, say your prayers. Butler, Carrot, take that. And that. Onion, game over, you lousy, no good pirate. Usopp, no. Stop it. Crewmate 1, Those kids. What are they doing? Zoro, those rugrats have a death wish. Usopp, you don't know what you're doing. Stop. They finally stopped and started catching their breath. Pepper, all right. This time we'll let you off without any more brutality. This time, Django, now those stupid kids have really done it. Captain Kuro is gonna be so mad. Those dummy brats. Carrot, Captain. I knew it. You were fighting. Gosh, that is so totally awesome. Pepper, I thought there were no secrets between us pirates. Why didn't you tell us? Onion, that's right. We're supposed to tell each other everything. Usopp, who cares about that? Look, this is important. You guys gotta get out of here. Run, Carrot. No way. Pepper, we have to stay and fight with you. Onion, the Usopp pirates will be shamed if we run in fear. They then felt a sudden chill. Onion turned around to see that Kuro had gotten up. He adjusted his glasses only for the glass to shatter. The three kids then screamed in fear. Usopp, you idiots! Don't scream, run! But Kuro only walked past them. He then walked up to Usopp and kicked him in the gut. Usopp pirates, Captain! Kuro then glared at Luffy. Kuro, that hurt. My. That's quite a strange technique you've developed there. Tell me something. Do you have powers from eating the devil fruit? Izuku, Natsu, Tanjiro, and Ricky, what's a devil fruit? Luffy, yep. I'm a rubber man. Crewmate 4, he ate the devil fruit. Crewmate 5, that guy is dangerous. Crewmate 6, those devil fruit people are real. Crewmate 7, he's got rubber arms of death. Django, it all makes perfect sense now. I didn't just hallucinate his arms stretching out like that. Kuro, Django, Sir, Kuro, I can handle these boys. You take care of Miss Kyle like we planned. Have her write her butler into her will. Then kill her. As for the kids, they're an eyesore. Eliminate them. Django, I'm on it. As he walked up the hill, Zoro and Tanjiro blocked the path. Zoro, stop right there. Tanjiro, I can. Let you hurt them. Django, Bucci. Bucci jumped up and was ready to slam his foot down on their heads. Zoro, not again. They jumped out of the way. But the impact of the attack was huge. Chunks of a cliff were destroyed and a lot of smoke came around. Bucci took advantage of that and pinned the two swordsmen to a wall. Or at least tried to. Zoro and Tanjiro were blocking his claw with their swords. Usopp, that guy. He's crazy. Amidst the chaos, Django walked on by. Usopp, no KY. Izuku, Ricky. Protect those four at all costs. Don't let Django kill them. Ricky, you got it. Ricky charged up one for Aura and shot right past Django, grabbed Kaya, Union, Carrot, and Pepper, and ran through the forest so he could fight Django without getting them caught in the crossfire. Zoro, that kid seems like quite the captain. Kuro, Django. Kuro, yeah? Sorry I was gawking. Those fools. Do they really think they can escape me? Usopp then shot Django in the back. Usopp, gotcha. Django, damn you. Kuro, he's not a priority right now. Django, yes sir. Izuku, we're counting on you. Ricky, Django ran into the forest. Kuro, that creature's attempt to rescue them is futile. Most of us know all too well how weak Kaya is. There is no way they can possibly escape Django. Now if you want to help her, go ahead. But first, you'll have to get off this hill alive, Usopp. Natsu, Kaya's not gonna need any more help. Ricky can handle that weirdo no problem. Kuro, Bucci, Zoro, I guess losing to us once wasn't enough for you, huh? I told you to get out of my way, you drooling tub of lard. Kid, you got another move that can help? Tanjiro, yes. Hinakami Kagura fake rainbow. Tanjiro then suddenly disappeared, then he showed up behind Bucci. Zoro, whoa. Tanjiro, water breathing second form. Author's note, yes, water breathing will be a factor in this. Tanjiro will just use sun breathing more. But he can still use water breathing. Tanjiro, water wheel. Bucci was slashed in the back. Zoro, nice job, kid. Tanjiro, thanks. But I'm not all that used to fighting humans. Zoro, what are you talking about? Tanjiro, I'll explain later. Bucci fell to the ground unconscious. Zoro then threw his swords in the air, held out his sheaths, and let his swords fall right in. A bang was then heard. Usopp, what was that sound? Kuro, that was the sound of destruction. Django's probably tearing the place apart. Go ahead. See for yourself if you can get up. Usopp clenched his teeth. Usopp, heartless bastard. Don't you even have a shred of pity? You lived with that girl for 3 years. Kuro, no. I've told you. Kaya is nothing more than a pawn in the game I intend to win. When she's dead, then I'll be grateful to her. Usopp, damn you. Izuku, I can't believe this man. Natsu, I feel bad for the girl. Tanjiro, she did nothing wrong and that man wants to kill her for money. Luffy, we should put him out of his misery. Izuku, hey. You don't have to worry about the girl. Ricky will protect them. I promise. We'll help you get to them. Just leave the villains to us. Zoro, go on. Tanjiro, make sure that their blood won't be spilled. I don't want you to know the pain of losing someone you care deeply for. Zoro, the way you said that, have you experienced that pain? Tanjiro, yeah. I lost almost all of my family. All I have left is my sister. Zoro, I see. You can tell me about it later when this is all over. But from one swordsman to another, I think we can do this. Tanjiro nodded with a determined look on his face. Usopp then slowly got up. Despite the pain he was in, he was still getting up. Kuro, ah. Very impressive. You can still move. Usopp, shut up. You won't get away with this. I won't let you. You betrayed the villagers' trust. Not to mention you planned to take the life of a sweet young girl. This is the last time you ever get your way. Usopp took a step forward and was about to fall, but Izuku rushed over and caught him. Izuku, you okay? Usopp, it hurts so bad I can't move. Kuro started laughing a lot. Kuro, you really are a riot. So I betrayed them, you say? Oh, please. Grow up. That was all part of the plan. A village liar who plays pirates with the local kids has no place talking like a real pirate. Just lie down on the ground. Even if you did somehow catch up to Django, he'd end your life in the blink of an eye just like he'll do with that pathetic jackal. Staying there is what's best for you. Usopp, I don't care. I don't care that I'm weak. I'll protect them. I'm captain of the Usopp Pirates. A brave warrior of the sea who fights for what he holds dear. I will protect this village even if it kills me. On my word, you will never set foot in that village. Izuku, you know what kind of person would say that? Usopp, what? An idiot? Izuku, no. A hero. Usopp's eyes widened at his words. Izuku, liar or not, I can tell you mean what you just said. And I will help you protect your village. Crewmate 8, check it out. Long Nose is crying. They started laughing. Natsu, Fire Dragon Brilliant Flame. He shot the attack at them and they ran out of the way to avoid being burned to a crisp. Luffy, hey, did you eat a devil fruit too? Natsu, no. I'll explain later. He then turned to the crewmates with a deadly glare. Natsu, why don't you tell us what's funny about this? They were shaking in fear of the Fire Dragon's slayer. Zoro then took Usopp from Izuku. Zoro, Luffy. Me, this kid, and Usopp are gonna chase down this hypno freak. Not sure how strong that creature is, but some extra help wouldn't hurt. Tanjiro, I agree. But sir, be careful. Your wounds seem really bad. If you're not careful, they could open up. Zoro, kid, you're too kind for your own good. Tanjiro, honestly, I hear that all the time. Izuku and Luffy, you need to hurry. Usopp, thank you. Zoro, I'd be a whole lot faster if I was going by myself. But I don't know these woods. So if we're gonna catch up to them, I'm gonna need your help. Tanjiro, we won't have to worry. Ricky can hold him off easily at the very least. That hypnosis guy won't stand a chance. Kuro, hold it you two. Where do you think you're going? Who gave you permission to go anywhere? Luffy, I did. He tried to punch Kuro but he dodged narrowly. Luffy, have another. He rocketed forward to try and punch him, but he swiftly dodged and got behind him. But Luffy knew what to do. Luffy, Gum Spear. He shot his legs forward and they stretched very far. But Kuro disappeared again. Luffy, man, he disappeared again. Izuku, at least the others got away. Kuro then appeared in front of Luffy. Kuro, before I kill you three, I feel compelled to ask. What is an outsider like you butting into this village's business for? Luffy, because there's a man in this village that I don't want to let die. Kuro, simple enough. Izuku, as for me, I was once taught that meddling when you don't need to is the essence of being a hero. And my dream is to become a hero. Natsu, Izuku is my friend. I always help out my friends. Kuro, are you all okay with that being the reason for your deaths? Luffy, sure am. Ha! But I'm not gonna die. And I don't think those two are either. Kuro, we'll see about that. Luffy stretched his arms and grabbed Kuro's shoulders, but Kuro flung him into the ground. Natsu, Fire Dragon Iron Fist. He tried to punch Kuro, but he dodged it. Luffy, Gum Whip. Unfortunately, Kuro dodged it as well. Natsu, however, didn't. Natsu, Luffy, sorry. Natsu, it's cool. I've been hit with worse. Luffy, gum pistol. This time, Kuro jumped on his stretched out arm. Kuro, this is quite boring. Luffy, you cocky jerk. Kuro tried to slash Luffy but Izuku, Delaware smash Air Force. Kuro was shot in the face and sent back. But he got back up. Crewmate 9, he got hit directly by that weird attack but he still got back up. Crewmate 10, that's Captain Kuro for ya. The pirates started cheering. Kuro, shut up. Don't call me that. They shut up. Kuro, you still don't get it. You fools. This whole plan was devised, so that I may be rid of that name once and for all. I'm tired of it. Concocting plans every day for a bunch of barbarians who care only about havoc and mayhem. Relentlessly attacked by government dogs and bounty hunters. I'm tired of it. I am sick and tired of that entire cursed life. And when my plan succeeds today, after 3 years of planning, revising, and waiting, my goal will be achieved in its entirety. Wealth and peace of mind will finally be mine. Do you three understand now? I will not allow this perfect plan, years in the making, to fail. My plan will not be disrupted by an urchin like you. He started to run after them as they jumped back down the slope. Luffy then grabbed a big piece of the cliff that broke off due to Natsu's attack and used it to block one of Kuro's claws. Luffy, I've been toughening myself up to be a pirate. A bunch of the boulder was crushed and Luffy yanked it to the side, causing Kuro's claw to break. But he still had the boulder in his grip. Luffy, you know what? Don't want a reputation? He slammed the boulder into his face. Luffy, then don't be a pirate. You're just greedy, Kuro. But I have ambition. Izuku and Natsu, so do we. Kuro's insane plan. In the forest, Ricky was leading the Usopp pirates and Kaya through the forest. Kaya was unfortunately too sick to be carried by him while using one for aura. Pepper, Onion, is that weird hypnotist guy still behind us? Onion, I don't know, I can't see him anymore. Ricky, he's still after us. Carrot, how can you tell? Ricky, simply put, I have the ability to sense the aura of others while being able to manipulate my own. Even offensively. Kaya, that's incredible. Pepper, what's aura? Kaya, it's a form of spiritual energy. It's essentially the essence of every living being. If he can sense it, then no one can hide from him. Carrot, wow, Ricky, and unfortunately, Hypno's aura isn't too far behind. I could easily carry you all to the village even faster, but the one we are meant to protect the most is too sick for it. Kaya, I'm sorry. Ricky, don't apologize. It's not your fault you're sick. Besides, I can take Hypno on just fine. The real problem is getting you guys to safety. Once I do that, Hypno's toast. Then, a bunch of trees came down. Ricky, Union, I thought you could sense aura. Kaya, aura only comes from living beings. Django's blades don't have aura because they are inanimate objects. Ricky, I'm afraid she's right. I can sense Hypno. Not his blades. If only Seiji were here. His danger sense would be a big help. We have to hide, and hide is what they did. Django, well, they're not there. Fools, I'm coming to get you. Do you really think you can run from me? We could do this the easy way, or I could just level this entire forest. Carrot, whoa. That guy is really mad. Ricky, not exactly. Usopp pirates, huh? Ricky, since I can sense aura, I can also sense emotions. By his aura, he isn't just mad. He's scared. Union scared? But we're the ones running from him. Ricky, it's not us he's scared of. Judging from how he reacted upon just seeing cat claws. Kaya, breathing heavily, you mean Klahadore? Ricky, yeah? Anyways, after he just saw him, he freaked out. I get the feeling that he's worried of failing this mission and being killed by cat claws. He approached the log they were hiding behind. Django, where have you gone? Thankfully, he left. Pepper and Onion sigh in relief. But Carrot was about to sneeze. Thankfully, Ricky held his nose and mouth to prevent that from happening. Django, come out, wherever you are. Meanwhile, with Usopp, Zoro, and Tanjiro. Usopp, go east. Hey, I said go east. So go east already. This is the wrong direction. Zoro, fine, east. Is that left or right? Tanjiro, it's right. Zoro, but that's where we came from. Back with Ricky, Kaya, and the Usopp pirates. Kaya fell to her knees. Ricky, hey, are you okay? Kaya, I'm sorry. You should go on without me. Carrot, what are you talking about? Ricky, not happening. My captain gave me the order to protect you four, and that's what I'm going to do. End of discussion. Ricky felt her forehead. Ricky, you're burning up. Not good. Carrot, a doctor. We need a doctor. Ricky, can you help her? Ricky, do I look like I've gone to medical school? You sup pirates, huh? Ricky, never mind. Point is, no. I can't help her. Not with her fever, at least. Django, show yourselves, you runts. Django threw his hypno ring blades and cut down more trees. Kaya, thank you for helping me. Just a thought is more than enough. Now go, all of you. Ricky, it wouldn't matter if we did. Hypno was given orders to kill us all. He won't stop with just you. Django, it's no use running. Come on out. Ricky, there's no other option. I'm going to fight him. Onion but Ricky, don't worry about me. Trust me. I've taken on a guy who can release millions of volts of electricity at me with ease. This guy's nothing. Besides, my captain told me to protect you guys at all costs. That's what I'm gonna do. Ricky got up and walked out of their hiding spot. He soon came face to face with Django. Django, so you finally stopped hiding. Are you prepared to die? Ricky, oh please. I could beat you in my sleep. Ricky got into a fighting stance. Ricky, good luck. You'll need it. Meanwhile, with Luffy, Izuku, and Natsu, crewmate 1, wait. Crewmate 2, he just broke Captain Kuro's cat claw. Natsu, alright. 5 down, 5 to go. Luffy dropped the boulder. Crewmate 1, don't worry guys. He can still fight plenty. Crewmate 7, yeah. He still has that other claw. Crewmate 8, you can do it. Rip those guys to shreds, Captain Kuro. Crewmate 11, don't use that name anymore. He doesn't like it, remember? Crewmate 12, I think in this village his name is Klaha something. Crewmate 13, Klaha something? They all started cheering again. Crewmate 11, yeah. Klaha something. Get them good. Kuro started to get up. Kuro, shut your mouths. All of you, they shut up. Kuro, soon enough I'll deal with you in the only appropriate manner, extermination. I'll also kill that fool, Django. Izuku, what? Natsu, what? Crewmate 3, but why kill us, Captain? Crewmate 4, come on. Please don't joke around like that, Captain Kuro. Crewmate 14, it's still not too late for us to attack the village, right? Crewmate 11, yeah. And if Captain Django gets her to write her will, then your plan should still work perfectly. Kuro, this plan is no longer any of your concern. When all of you are dead, this village will know who to blame for this atrocity. I never intended to let any of you mongrels leave this village alive. No one who knows my true identity can be allowed to live to tell about it. Crewmate 15, you had already planned to kill every last one of us from the very beginning. Kuro chuckled. Kuro, that's right. 3 years ago I planned to erase Captain Kuro, and every last person who ever knew him. It's all part of my plan. Luffy, you guys are dumb. You're the most uncool pirates I know. These 2 points at Natsu and Izuku as well as those other 2 are way better pirates. And I barely even know them. Kuro, we're uncool, huh? Pirates are nothing more than savages, incapable of rising above their animal nature. Without my plans, what could they possibly accomplish? A crew is nothing to me. They are simply a means to an end. Crew members are just pawns in the captain's game. Whether my men live or die is up to me and me alone. If I tell them to fight, they will fight, and if I order them to die, they had better do it. They know the punishment for disobedience. Luffy, Natsu, and Izuku just stared at him with a disappointed look. Kuro then growls, Kuro, this is how pirates are. Don't you dare talk down to me. Luffy, you know, no matter how many hundreds or thousands of men follow you as their captain, you will never be as good as Usopp. Kuro, you fool. Are you saying that I am inferior to a kid pretending to be a pirate? Natsu, it's pretty obvious. Kuro laughs. Kuro, well, aren't you funny? Don't get all cocky just because you snapped off one of my cat claws. How exactly is he better than me? Let's hear it. He did that maneuver again and sped off. Izuku, Natsu, and Luffy, he's got heart. Kuro, he's got what? Luffy, a guy like you doesn't know what a true pirate is. Luffy stretched and swung his arm behind him and hit Kuro in the face, sending him crashing into the cliff. Kuro, how insulting. It would appear that you 3 need a lesson in what real pirates are like. It's not pleasant. Your first lesson will be about terror. A lesson I learned as I stared down death. He then started to swing his arms from side to side for some reason. Crewmate 16, hey! Should he be in that stance? Crewmate 17, no, this is bad. Crewmate 18, why is he using that technique? Crewmate 19, he's only fighting one guy. There's no reason to use the out-of-the-bag attack. This isn't a good spot for us. I mean, he could get us too. Crewmate 20, yeah? He did say he was gonna kill us all earlier. Crewmate 18, please Captain Kuro. Anything but that technique. Crewmate 7, we'll do anything, Captain. Crewmate, please Captain Kuro. Luffy, what's the big deal? Natsu, all he's doing is just wobbling back and forth. Izuku, I don't know but I have a bad feeling about this. Eventually, Izuku, everyone get out of the way. Kuro, out of the bag attack. He disappeared completely. Then, one of the crewmates got slashed. Natsu, what the? How did he get over there? Luffy, what's he even doing over there? Another pirate got slashed. Then the rock near them. Luffy, that guy's everywhere. Everyone was getting slashed. Crewmate 21. His sidestep maneuver is so fast not even he knows what he's cutting. Crewmate 22. But how could he have killed so many of us without even? He got slashed in the stomach. Nami was on their ship watching it all with a scared look on her face. Nami, what's happening out there? People are just getting cut to ribbons. Everyone was getting slashed. Even Luffy, Natsu, and Izuku. But they were too enraged to notice. Luffy, show yourself, butler. Luffy and Natsu, don't you have any honor? Those men are your friends. Izuku, how could you do this to your own men? Nami, Luffy, Natsu, Izuku. Can you track him with your danger sense? Izuku, I can. But sensing and hitting are not the same thing. Danger sense went off and Izuku pushed the others to the side, narrowly avoiding Kuro's claws. Natsu, that was close. Danger sense went off again. Izuku, Natsu. Punch! Now, Natsu didn't even hesitate. Natsu, Fire Dragon Iron Fist. The punch landed and sent Kuro into the cliff again. His face had a nasty burn mark on it. Kuro, bastard. You should have accepted your fate like a good boy. Now look what you've done. Thanks to you, my little pawns are still alive and in misery. It would have been better to just let them die in the attack. So now what? Do you have something to say? Natsu, hey Izuku. Would you consider this a time for that move? Izuku, no. He's much slower than Lady Nagant's bullets alone. We don't need gearshift to beat him. Luffy, no matter what happens to me I will never be like you. Kuro, not will someone like you can't be like me. He pointed his claws at the three but they remained unfazed. Kuro, you see you are going to die here today. He took back his claws and started to walk away. Kuro, but first, you'll writhe in agony as I hack you up like a fish. He stopped at the top of the slope. Kuro, I'm going to carve you up and I'm going to enjoy it. He started to sway his arms from side to side again. However, Izuku, not this time. Black Whip. Kuro was wrapped up in Black Whip. Kuro, what the? Izuku, did you actually think I didn't learn from before? I wasn't made captain of my team for my strength. Natsu, Izuku here was made captain because out of the four of us, he's the smartest by far. Izuku, get ready Captain Kuro. Because you're about to learn the hard way how we deal with people like you. Izuku, Natsu, and Luffy versus Captain Kuro and Ricky versus Django. Izuku yanked his fist forward and brought Kuro straight to them. Natsu, Fire Dragon crushing Fang. Kuro was slammed into the ground. He got up but he couldn't do anything to break free of Black Whip. Kuro, why can't I break free? Izuku, this power has constantly been gaining strength for 4 generations now. Your claws could never break free. Kuro, damn you! Let me go! Luffy, wow, butler man. Right now your life really sucks. Your plan of 3 years is a complete and total failure. Kuro, I said let go. Crewmate 5, hey look! That broccoli kid caught Captain Kuro. Crewmate 6, I don't believe it! If those kids manage to beat him, then that means Captain Kuro won't be able to slaughter us, right? Meanwhile with Ricky, Django tried to slash him with his blades, but Ricky dodged them like they were child's play. Ricky, this is boring. I can't believe I wasted my time running from you. Django threw one of his blades at Ricky, but, Ricky lame. Ricky shot back up. Ricky, man, ever since Shinka showed me that movie, I've been dying to do that. Django, how? Ricky, you don't need to know. Although have you ever heard of a Dragon Pulse? Django, a what? They began to come right back. Ricky, this. He turned around and, Ricky, Dragon Pulse. The Dragon Pulse destroyed the blade easily. Django's jaw dropped. Ricky then turned around to face him. Django, hang on. We don't need to do anything rash. Ricky, where was all that cockiness you showed earlier? Are you really that scared over an attack that I have seen plenty of others do? Pathetic. You know what I hate more than anything? Injustice. There's a reason I follow my captain. He is, in my opinion, the embodiment of justice. He never stops to make sure that justice is brought to light. That's why I call him Seiji. And what you and the rest of your crew are doing angers me to no end. He said this with a calm but scary voice. Django, are you going to kill me? Ricky, kill you? Of course not. I'm better than that. You kill for money. I don't kill without a good enough reason, and so far, none of you have given me a good enough reason to kill you. Besides, in reality, you are only following Cat Claw's orders. Django sighed in relief. But, Ricky, however, that doesn't mean I'm about to let you get away with attempted murder. He charges up one for aura. Ricky, let's see how well you handle a 15% strike. Django got scared and tried to run away, but Ricky appeared right in front of him in an instant. Django, Ricky, did you really think I was going to let you escape? Django was too scared to say anything. Ricky, now isn't this ironic? The hunter has become the hunted. Hoenn strike. Django was completely unconscious. Ricky, glad that's over. Just then, Zoro, Usopp, and Tanjiro arrived. Usopp, is everything alright? Where is Kaya? Ricky, follow me. Don't worry. She's safe. Zoro, isn't that the hypnotist? You beat him. Ricky, yeah? He was pretty easy to beat. Dummy was quivering like a baby. Come on. Ricky then lead them to Kaya. Back with Izuku, Natsu, and Luffy. Crewmate 7, yeah. Get MU3. Crewmate 8, you're going down, you mean bastard. Luffy, just shut up. He stretched his neck far enough to reach the crewmates. Luffy, you have no right to cheer us on. Gum Gum. Izuku, Detroit. Natsu, Fire Dragon. Kuro, you insect. My plan will absolutely not be disrupted. Luffy, Bell. Izuku, Smash. Natsu, Iron Fist. All three attacks landed on Kuro simultaneously and knocked him out cold. He was then released from Black Whip and dropped to the ground. Crewmate 9, those three beat Captain Kuro. Crewmate 10, not even the Marines were a match for Kuro. Man of 1,000 plans. And these guys still beat him. Crewmate 1, who are you guys? They turned to the crewmates. Luffy, I'm Monkey D. Luffy. Izuku, I'm Izuku Midoriya. Natsu, I'm Natsu Dragneel. Luffy, the only time a pirate should abandon his name is when he dies. We would never lose to a coward who ditches his name, betrays his friends, and runs from life on the sea. Crewmate 3, I've never heard of those names before. Luffy, you should remember our names for the rest of your lives. 'Cause one of these days, I'm going to be king of the pirates. Crewmate 2, you are. Natsu picks up Kuro by the shirt. Natsu, now leave this island and never return. He throws Kuro at them. They then run. Nami then comes up to them as Luffy falls. Izuku catches him. Luffy is okay, just tired. Izuku, you did good, Luffy. Natsu, king of the pirates, huh? That's quite the dream. Nami, he certainly did do good. Izuku, oh. Hi. Sorry, I don't think we introduced OU ourselves. Nami was confused by how he was acting. Natsu, however. Natsu, not again. Nami, what's going on? Natsu, turns out that my captain sucks at talking to girls he just met. Izuku blushes out of embarrassment. Nami, odd. But my captain isn't much of a normal person either. Hey, Luffy? Luffy, yeah? Nami, why were you so mad earlier? Luffy, 'cause I truly hate people like them. They're so wrong. Natsu, I agree, Luffy. That is not how friends should act. Nami, what are you talking about? Of course it isn't. Most pirates aren't the brave, honorable people you make them out to be. I'd say Captain Kuro is pretty standard. Izuku, so, you're saying that I would kill Natsu, Tanjiro, and Ricky to erase who I am? Nami, what? No, Natsu, seems like that's what you're saying to me. You can't actually think that all pirates are like that, do you? There are pirates that act like Kuro, sure, Izuku, but that doesn't mean that's how all pirates act. Luffy, hey, Izuku, Natsu, Nami? I want some meat. Natsu, you know, food sounds pretty good right about now. Izuku, well, yeah. All that fighting has made me a bit hungry. Nami, you three are unbelievable. Natsu, easy for you to say. How much fighting did you do? Nami, touché. Soon, the others came around. Izuku also saw Zoro without his bandana. Izuku, hey. Your hair, Zoro, huh? Oh yeah? We both have green hair. Pretty crazy, huh kid? Izuku, why yeah. Heh. Usopp, thank you. All of you. I wouldn't have been able to protect the village without you. Zoro, give credit where credit is due. If you just stood by and done nothing, I wouldn't have done anything either. Luffy, yeah. Same here. Izuku, me. Personally, if it weren't for you, me and my crew would have never known about what was going on. Natsu, you were very loyal to your friend. And in my opinion, nothing is more important than that. Ricky, you did good, sniper. Arceus, damn it. Nami, who cares about any of that? I've got my hands on this sweet, sweet treasure now. And I couldn't be happier. Usopp laughed a little. Usopp, everything that happened here today helped me. I've just come to a very difficult decision. Later at the Meshi restaurant, Izuku, and that's everything that happened. Now you know everything about us. Nami, so, the multiverse theory is real? Natsu, yeah? Crazy, isn't it? Izuku, we formed our pirate group so we could venture to the Grand Line and find our way back to our worlds. Nami, but why didn't you go to the authorities? Tanjiro, that was actually the first thing we did. But they just laughed at us and told us to get lost, saying we were wasting their time. Ricky, so, we didn't have a choice. It was either become pirates to find our way home, or stay stuck in this world forever. And I don't know about you, but I prefer to go home where my friends as well as my mother are. Zoro, what about your father? Ricky, my dad died before I was born, unfortunately. Zoro, sorry. Ricky, don't worry about it, 3 swords. Luffy, hey, why don't you join us? Nami and Zoro, huh? Izuku, really? Luffy, why not? They could be great teammates. And maybe Izuku could be a co-captain, or something. Having 2 captains couldn't hurt. Zoro, well, having another swordsman as well as another person with green hair sounds nice. Nami, not so sure about Natsu though. He eats as much as you, Luffy. As for Ricky, well, he's fine. He's also fluffy. Ricky, I'm what? Nami then scratched Ricky behind his ears. Ricky, so this is how it is? I'm a stinkin' pet? Nami laughed. Izuku, well, we do share a common goal of making it to the Grand Line. And teaming up with people from this world would be the smart thing to do. What do you guys think? Ricky, I'm cool with it. If we're trying to find our way home, we need all the help we can get. Natsu, I'm all for it. It sounds like fun. Tanjiro, I'm in as well. Luffy, then it's settled. Our groups will merge together. Zoro, now that we have that out of the way, we should probably get going. Luffy, yeah, you're right. Kaya then entered. Kaya, here you are. Luffy, hello there, miss. Nami, are you alright being out of bed? Kaya, yes. I think I can truly start recovering. You see, my sickness this last year was caused by the mental shock of losing both my parents. And Usopp's friendship helped me start getting better. Natsu, friends are always there to help you get better. That's for sure. Kaya, you've all done so much for me. I can't thank you enough. I've prepared a present for you from the bottom of my heart to show you how grateful I am for everything you've done here. I'd be honored if you'd accept it. She led them to the shore where they saw Luffy, WHOA, Natsu, amazing. Luffy, are you actually giving this to us? Kaya, As a token of my appreciation, Mary, it's a slightly older model, but I personally designed it, and she sails like a dream. Izuku, his voice sounds like Nizu. Mary, she has a Carvel-make caravel with lateen sails and a central stern rudder. She's a fine ship, and her name is the Going Mary. Allow me to explain the rigging. First, about the Kruger net yard adjustment, it may seem a little. Nami, hold on. You'd be better off just explaining the technical stuff to me. Luffy, what a cool ship. Have you guys seen the front? It's totally awesome. Kaya, we've loaded it with all the provisions you might need on a long voyage. Natsu, like barf bags? Kaya, no. Natsu started crying. Luffy, thanks. It leaves nothing to be tired. Izuku, I think you mean. Leaves nothing to be desired. Not be tired. They then hear Usopp screaming and see him rolling down the hill with the biggest bag they've ever seen. Kaya, oh no. Usopp, Luffy, hey, what's he doing? Looks fun. Zoro, well, we better stop him. That weirdo is on a collision course with our boat. Izuku on it. He activated One for All and stopped Usopp. Zoro, nice job. Usopp, hey. Thanks. Kaya, so, you're really gonna take to the ocean? Usopp, yeah? I've decided to get going before I have time to change my mind. Please don't stop me, Kaya, I won't. I know it's time for you to go. Usopp, Kaya, don't be sad about it. Just think, the next time I come back here, I'll tell you about adventures that'll sound more like lies than my old lies. Kaya, good. I'll look forward to it. Usopp, you guys take care. I hope we meet again sometime. Luffy, how come? Usopp, because are you antisocial or something? I'm taking off on the high seas, and I hope that we'll eventually meet again, that's all. Izuku, he means that he's confused on why you're saying goodbye. He wants you to come with us. Usopp, huh? Luffy, we're friends. Right. So get on. Usopp, this is it, I'm really a pirate captain now. Luffy, don't be stupid, Usopp. Me and Izuku are captain. The others laugh and set sail. Treasure Island. Usopp, you pathetic little maggots. You would knowingly attack the invincible fleet of pirates commanded by Captain Usopp of the Going Merry? Attack them. Show no mercy. He then noticed that no one was paying attention to him. They were all doing their own thing. Zoro, hey Izuku? Izuku, yeah? Zoro, what's with Natsu? Izuku HM? He looked over to see Natsu suffering from motion sickness again. Izuku, this is why Natsu asked about barf bags. He gets serious motion sickness. Zoro, you're kidding. Izuku, I wish I was. It's because he's a dragon slayer. When a dragon slayer reaches a certain level of strength, they start to get serious motion sickness. That's what Natsu said, at least. He'll be okay when we get to land. Luffy, I'm finished. Look. Our pirate mark. Luffy, now that Usopp, Izuku, Natsu, Tanjiro, and Ricky joined, we have 8 people. We have a full crew. I think it's about time we got our own flag. Zoro, a Luffy? Is that really gonna be our mark? Luffy, heh. Why do you think? Nice, huh? Zoro, our mark should be scary. It should strike fear into our enemies' hearts. Nami, if our enemies were terrified infants, then this would be perfect. Usopp, you guys really should have told me about this. Maybe you didn't know this about me, but I am also an artist. Luffy, does that mean you can draw? Usopp, heh. When it comes to painting, I'm in a league of my own. I've been drawing graffiti for 50 years straight. Tanjiro, he makes slang seem so easy. Luffy, whoa. 50 years? Izuku, he's lying. He would have to be an old man for that to be true. Later, Usopp, behold. A priceless work of pirate art. Usopp, ta-da. Luffy, looks a lot like you on that flag. Jerk, he and Zoro punched Usopp on the head. Usopp, so, how do you like this one? Nami, wow. That's actually pretty good, Usopp. Luffy, yeah. Keep it. That's the one. Zoro, so, we've finally settled on it. This is gonna be our mark? Luffy, sure is. Hey, Usopp. Draw one on the sail, too. Usopp, right. Izuku, I'll give you a lift. Zoro, a lift? How? Izuku wrapped Black Whip around Usopp's waist. Izuku, and now. Usopp, wait. Izuku jumped high but stooped in midair. Usopp, ahhhhh. Wait, how are we flying? Izuku, it's one of my quirks. Float. It suspends the user in midair, giving them the ability to float. Usopp, wow. That's pretty handy. Usopp then drew the mark on the sail. Luffy, okay. It's all done. Now the Going Merry has everything she could possibly need. Usopp, I'm so tired. Natsu, at least you're not URP. Suffering from motion sickness. Usopp, yeah? It's really unfortunate for you. We have a long way to go before making it to the Grand Line. And you're stuck like this. Natsu, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Natsu ran over to the edge of the ship and barfed. While that was happening, thunder clouds could be heard. Luffy, are we going the right way? Seems kinda dangerous. Tanjiro, what's going on? Ricky, got anything, Navi? Nami, hold on. That's the place. Yep. There's no doubt about it. Luffy, hey, what do you see out there? Is it something cool? Natsu, I'm just hoping it's land. Nami, the legendary Treasure Island. Usopp, you mean the Treasure Island? Even I've heard of that place. Nami, yeah? I'm not surprised. This place is famous the world over. And so are the crazy stories about it. Izuku, Tanjiro, and Ricky, what's Treasure Island? Luffy, how do you not know? Nami, Luffy, they aren't from our world. They haven't even been here for a full week. How would they know? Guys, legend has it that whoever's dumb enough to sail close to the island incurs a god's wrath. Usopp screams upon hearing that. Also because they were dealing with a horrible storm. Usopp, now we know that all those stories were true, guys. This is a god's wrath. Luffy, I think that sounds pretty cool. Usopp, hey, wait. We're not gonna. Nami, you bet we are. Luffy, let's go to Treasure Island. Usopp, this is gonna be bad. They were able to make it to Treasure Island safely, and were now walking through said island. Usopp, hey, this place is creepy. Zoro, so? Nami, it's said that somewhere on the island rests an unimaginable fortune just waiting to be found. Supposedly, many pirates have landed here in the past, but they all fled in absolute terror before they even got a chance to look for it. Luffy, absolute terror? Tanjiro, really? Nami, I'd be afraid too. They say one pirate's face suddenly turned into a boar's face. Tanjiro, hang on. Did his face from before look feminine? Nami, what? No. Why would you even ask that? Tanjiro, I thought it might have been somebody from my world. His name is Inusuke, and he wears a boar mask a lot. Izuku, anyways, please continue. Nami, okay, another pirate's mustache stretched out like a couple of snakes and strangled him. Usopp, but that's not true, right? Ricky, highly doubtful. But what do I know? Nami, well, I'm sure that some of those stories are a bit of an exaggeration. Usopp, don't talk anymore, you're scaring me. Zoro yawned. Zoro, I'm tired. Nap time. He lies down on the ground and falls asleep. Usopp, how can he possibly sleep in such a scary place? Nami, he's either dumb, or he's got nerves of steel. Ricky, well, in Salamander's case. He points to Natsu, who was also asleep. Ricky, it's both. He shot up. Natsu, say that again and I'll smack you. He fell back asleep. Nami, did he just? Izuku, wake up to pick a fight? Yeah. Natsu reminds me a lot of my childhood friend, Katsuki Bakugo. At least in a hot-headed sense. Tanjiro, same with me and Inusuke. Usopp then felt something drip on his back and he screamed. Tanjiro, Usopp. Are you okay? Usopp, yeah. I was just making up a little dance to liven things up. Tanjiro, oh. That makes sense. Usopp then felt something on his hand and turned to see a rooster wolf. Then a panda with bat wings showed up behind them and Nami and Usopp screamed. Nami, what's going on? Ricky, that explains the mixed up auras I was sensing. Tanjiro, and the weird smells I found. We're surrounded by these strange hybrids. Then they heard a strange voice. Leave now. Izuku, who's there? Leave now. Nami, Ricky, where is that coming from? Ricky, I'll try to find it. I am the vengeful island god. Leave at once if you value your lives. Luffy and Izuku, island god, wait. You guys are pirates, right? Luffy, well, yeah, I knew it. Tanjiro, Mr. Island God? Forgive me for asking you this, but why would a god need to ask that question? I dunno. I mean, take one more step into the forest. The instant you do, you will instantly receive my divine punishment and meet your doom, which is my punishment. Wait, Luffy, that made no sense at all. Nami, this guy is weird. Ricky, wonder what his deal is. What did you say, weird blue jackal? They then saw all of the animals that were surrounding them. All hybrids. Usopp, what are these things? Ricky, the worst science fair project ever. Tanjiro, what's a science fair? Everyone, Tanjiro, Zoro, and Natsu right. He's from the Taisho era. They used to be humans. They came looking for treasure, but all they found was my wrath. Usopp, you transformed them? Then you are a god. Luffy, look at all these weird things. He picked up a pig with a lion's mane. Luffy, huh? So is this a pig? Nami, could be a lion. The pig lion bit Luffy's face and trying to get it off, Luffy stretched out his face until he freed himself. You stretchy freak of nature. What are you, Luffy? One time I ate a devil fruit. So now I'm a rubber person. Yeah, right. A devil fruit? I heard those same stupid stories back when I was a pirate, but, Izuku. Back when you were a pirate? I mean, no. I wasn't reminiscing about the old days. Enough of that kinda talk. I don't want to hear about the old days. Got it? Ricky, you brought it up. Nami, you faker. You sound too dumb to be a god. Shut up. If you won't leave, then prepare for my divine judgment. Danger Sense then went off and a bunch of logs with spike tips came at them. Izuku, St. Louis Smash Air Force. The logs were all blown back. Then a bunch of rocks fell and one landed on Tanjiro's head and completely shattered without leaving a mark on Tanjiro's head. Nami, how are you not in pain? Tanjiro, well, in addition to my incredible sense of smell, I have an incredibly strong skull. How are you not dead? Ricky, I have no idea. Ricky, also, found you. Don't move. Luffy stepped forward. I said don't move. He shot a bullet at Luffy, but no. That can't be. Ricky, bullets can't hurt someone made of rubber. Duh, Luffy, maybe not, but I still hate them. You're some kind of monster. Ricky, hey. I'm the only one of us who's a monster. Nami, what? Usopp, what do you mean? Izuku, Ricky is a Pokemon. And Pokemon is short for pocket monster. So Ricky is correct. He is a monster. He just doesn't look much like one. Usopp, oh. I was worried for a moment. The bush that was talking to them the entire time started to run away. Izuku, after him. Luffy and Izuku ran off to catch him while Nami picked up the fake god's gun. Nami, hey look. Found his gun. Luffy and Izuku eventually made it to the edge of a cliff. But the bush was nowhere in sight. Luffy, where did he go? They then heard a branch snap and looked in the direction where they found a bush in a chest. Ricky, what's this? Usopp, could it be the island god? Suddenly, the bush in the chest grew feet and started to run away. Nami, it's moving, but it bumped into a tree, fell over, and couldn't get up. After that, the sun came out and they saw that it was actually a man in a chest with a long, green afro. Gaiman, stand me up. Stand me up already. Nami, it's a person. Ricky, more or less. Luffy, awesome. He's like a talking scrub brush. Usopp, that's it. You're not even a minor deity. You're more like a box. Gaiman, come on. Stand me up now. Tanjiro, sorry. Sure thing. He helped Gaiman up. Gaiman, I'll let you off with a warning this time. He tried to run off but Luffy grabbed on. Luffy, no. Wait. At first, he succeeded. But then, he got pulled towards him and the two were launched off the cliff. Everyone, Luffy. Luckily, Izuku used Black Whip to catch them and bring them back up to the top of the cliff. After that fiasco, Nami put a patch on the Gaiman's head because he sustained an injury. Nami, there. You're all set now. Gaiman was then getting licked by the animals. Tanjiro, you're a pretty popular guy, Mr. Island God. Usopp. So let me get this straight. These crazy animals helped you scare off the pirates who came to this place looking for treasure? Luffy, never seen a person stuffed in a treasure chest before. You're a real-life Jack-in-the-Box. Gaiman, yes. Ironically, I am in fact in a box. And my name is you idiot. I'm a person. Not a toy. I've been stranded, alone, on this island, and stuck in this contemptible box for 20 years. Nami, that long? Usopp. Sorry you've been all alone on this island for 20 years. Amazing. Gaiman, yeah, just take a look at me. I got a beard like a wild man. And in all that time, you're the first people that I've had a real conversation with. Can you understand how painful that is? Luffy, that's ridiculous. Gaiman, what did you say? Zoro and Natsu then came. Natsu, sorry about that, guys. I needed some rest to get my stomach back in gear. Zoro, least we found you. Nami, how could you both have slept through everything that's just happened? Natsu, hey, at least I didn't punch you in my sleep. Nami, what? Usopp, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Natsu, hey Zoro. Look at that guy. He points at Gaiman and Zoro sees him. Zoro, what the heck is that? Nami, they finally see him. Luffy, check it out. He's in a treasure chest. Natsu, this guy's like a real live Jack-in-the-Box. Awesome. Gaiman, yes. Ironically, I am in fact in a box and my name is you idiot. We've already been through all that. Tanjiro, want me to help you get out? Gaiman, don't be stupid. I've been stuck inside this blasted treasure chest for so many years now, that it's slowly become a part of my body. Izuku, how does that work? Zoro, you're a strange little man. Gaiman sighs. Gaiman, alright guys, enough about me. Who are you? You're not like any of the other pirates who've come around here, that's for sure. Luffy, I'm Luffy. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Gaiman, you're what? Luffy, I'm gonna get the One Piece. And then I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Gaiman, the One Piece? Don't tell me you idiots are actually planning to set sail on the Grand Line. Luffy, yup. We got a chart right here. Gaiman, don't be such a fool. The Grand Line's a graveyard. I once saw a group of pirates who had managed to escape from that horrible place, and I'll never forget it. It was an awful sight. They were just hollow shells of the men they used to be. There's no telling what horrors they witnessed in that ghastly place. Not one among them even tried to speak. Now listen to me well, young pirates. The rumors of the One Piece spawn more rumors. Who knows what's true? It's been only 20-odd years since the start of the Great Pirate Era, and the One Piece is already a dream within a dream beyond a legend. After that, he looked at the map Luffy had. Gaiman. So, which one of these is the Grand Line? Luffy, I dunno. Figured you could tell me, Mr. Scrub Bush Guy. Gaiman, sorry, I never learned how to read a sea chart. Luffy, I never did either. They both then laughed. Nami, ignorance is bliss, isn't it? Anyway, even if we do somehow make it to the Grand Line, the best idea would be to get as much treasure as we can and then escape. Luffy, you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna find the One Piece. Nami, where do you get all that confidence of yours? Tanjiro, Nami. Nami looked at Tanjiro to see him looking down. Nami, Tanjiro? What's wrong? Tanjiro, did you forget the reason why me, Izuku, Natsu, and Ricky want to go to the Grand Line in the first place? Nami then remembered their reason behind going to the Grand Line. Nami, sorry, Tanjiro. I want to see my little sister again. She's all I have left in my family. This isn't about treasure for us. Please remember that. We all have lives that we want to get back to. Nami, sorry, Tanjiro, it's okay. Just please remember next time, okay? Nami, okay. Luffy, don't worry, Tanjiro. We'll get there. Gaiman, you're me. Luffy HM? Gaiman, you're exactly like me. You even look like me. Ricky, no you don't. Gaiman, young man. I understand about the pursuit of your dreams. When I was a younger man, we used to feel the same way. Izuku, we? Gaiman, we were willing to put our lives on the line to search for treasure. It was that single-minded zeal that changed the course of my life forever. Nami, wait. Slow down. What are you talking about? Gaiman then told the gang of his past, and how he got stuck in the chest. Gaiman, and after all this time, the fortune I found but only saw for an instant has never strayed far from my lonely old mind. Pirates have come here countless times to search for my treasure. But fortunately my friends here helped me scare them away. That's how I've kept my treasure safe and sound for the past 20 years. It's my treasure, Tanjiro, no question. It's all yours, all right. I'll help you get it. Gaiman, do you mean it? Tanjiro, yeah. After that, they all gathered to the giant cliff that Gaiman was climbing 20 years ago. Tanjiro, it's here? Gaiman, yes, this is the place. It's all up there. The time has finally come. It's a great day, Tanjiro. Izuku. Think you can toss me up there? Izuku, sure. Izuku locked his hands together, and Tanjiro got on. Izuku then activated One for All and tossed him up the cliff. Gaiman, hey! The chests. You see? No sound was heard. Luffy, what's with him? Izuku, we'll find out soon. Tanjiro then came up with a chest. Tanjiro, I found 6 chests. Gaiman, yes. Good work. Ha! Now it's mine. I got my treasure. Come on. Toss it down. I wanna see it. Go ahead and toss it down, boy. Tanjiro, no. Gaiman, what? Izuku, why not? Tanjiro, because Tanjiro, I want the treasure for myself. Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Gaiman, what is with that face you're making? Izuku, you're lying. Gaiman, huh? Ricky, Seiji, Salamander, and I learned not too long ago that Hinakami is so honest, he makes this face whenever he lies. He's trying to make up a story that likely will bum Jack out. Gaiman, I told you I'm Ricky, trust me, Jack. I want to call you by your name. But my stupid habit prevents me from doing that. Gaiman sighs. Gaiman, kid, you're a great guy. I always had an inkling that this might be the case. I tried not to think about it. But still, he started to cry. Gaiman, they're empty. Tanjiro's normal expression returned. Tanjiro, yeah? I'm afraid so. All of them are empty boxes. Nami, how sad. The treasure he guarded for 20 long years was just a bunch of empty boxes. Gaiman, it happens all the time with treasures that have maps leading to them. You set out on a quest to find it, but someone else got to it first. That's the kind of risk you have to take when you're a treasure-hunting pirate. You can waste a whole lifetime searching and never once touch treasure. Plenty of pirates lived like that. Believe me, Izuku used Black Whip to help Tanjiro get down. Tanjiro, maybe so, but don't let it get you down, Mr. Gaiman. At least now you know. Rather than guarding it for the rest of your life. Gaiman, oh kid, Luffy, why not join us and search for the One Piece? Gaiman, really? You're asking me? Oh, I know how I must look to you. Other people wouldn't even speak to me, but you were kind. It's been so many years since I've had a friend. Thank you. Later, Tanjiro, You really want to stay here, Mr. Gaiman? Gaiman, yes. I'm sure. There's something here far more valuable than treasure that I feel I must protect. Usopp, worth more than gold. Gaiman, for the past 20 years, these animals have stood by my side through thick and thin. I can't leave them. Now that I know there's no treasure here, I somehow finally feel free. Without that heavy burden, I can concentrate on the things that really matter to me. And besides, after all these years, I've grown fond of this little box. Luffy, too bad. You're a neat guy. Pretty cool for a scrub brush. Zoro, the weird creatures here are your true friends. Luffy, yup. And he's the weirdest of them all. Gaiman, excuse me? After that, they all have a good laugh and then take off. Gaiman, Straw Hat. Don't ever give up on making your dreams come true. If the legendary One Piece exists out there, then it's yours. I hope it finds you well. And when you have it, by the world, meeting Johnny, Yusaku, and Sanji. Luffy, hey guys. Check out what I found. He dropped a crate onto the deck. Izuku, what is that? Luffy, found it in the storeroom. Nami opened the crate. Nami, it's a crate full of cannonballs. Luffy, I figured since we have our own cannon now, we could get in some practice. Natsu would have been all for that idea, but he was currently in one of the rooms resting and trying not to hurl. Usopp, just leave the cannoning to me. I hearken back to the time I was 3 years old and jumped on a passing cannonball, riding it halfway around. Ricky, here, you drop this. He put a cap on Usopp's head. Usopp, hey. Luffy, so, how do you work this thing? Zoro, you know how to shoot this? Nami, asleep. The guy sleeps constantly. Luffy, he's no fun. Nami, you know, just to the south of here is a reef that would make some excellent target practice. Luffy, let's go. For real, guys. What are we sitting around for? Later, they shot a cannonball at a reef. The loud noise woke Zoro up. Luffy, that was way off the mark. Zoro, hey, what's so loud down there? Luffy, cannon firing practice. But it's not going very well. Usopp, like I said, let the expert aim the thing. Judging from the flying distance of the last one, this should do it. Fire! This time, it hit its mark. Luffy, awesome! You hit that thing on the first try. Usopp, wow, I did. Watcha think? I'm pretty magnificent when it comes to aiming. So, are you impressed yet? Luffy, yeah. You better believe it. So it's all settled. You'll be our sniper. Usopp, wait, I don't get to be captain. Luffy, no. 2 captains are already more than enough. We don't need 3, in the kitchen. Usopp, whatever. I'll humor you for now, but the second you do something cowardly, I'm taking your post. Luffy, I can live with that. But you know, guys, I was thinking. There's one other position that we have to fill before we can head out for the Grand Line. Nami, you're right. The kitchen is really nice on this ship. Just pay me, and I'll do it. Zoro, I suppose it is vital for long trips. Ricky, especially with Straw Hat and Salamander on board. Luffy, no decent pirate ship should be without one. A musician. Ricky, idiot. We need a chef. Luffy, but we're pirates and pirates sing a lot. Didn't you know? Izuku, that's kind of stereotypical. Then they heard crashing. Get out here, you damn pirates. Luffy was first to check what was going on. Luffy, hey. What the hell? Who are you? Shut up. Who I am means nothing. You stinkin' pirate. He tried to slash at Luffy with his sword, but Luffy dodged it. Zoro, hey guys, how many are there? Ricky, just one. Zoro, then let him handle it. Over the years, I've lost count of all the pirates' heads we've taken. And now you guys think you can kill my partner? He tried to kill Luffy again, but Luffy dodged him. Zoro HM? That voice. Tanjiro, wait, you know the guy who's trying to kill Luffy? Luffy, what do you mean by partner? Look. I don't know what this is, but just stop wrecking our ship. He stretched his arms to the man's face and tossed him into the wall, lost by a hair. Luffy, who is this guy? Zoro then comes out of the kitchen. Zoro, Johnny. Tell me that isn't you. Johnny, huh? Who's saying my name like they think they know me or something? Then he sees Zoro. Johnny, big bro Zoro. Zoro, Johnny. It is you. Johnny, what are you doing here, big bro? Zoro, where's Yusaku? Isn't he with you? Izuku, so, you guys know each other? Zoro, yeah? Seriously, Johnny, where's Yusaku? Johnny, he's over here. He brings them and also Usopp over to a boat where Yusaku looks like he's on death's door. Izuku, what happened to him? Johnny, he's been sick. He was crying and Zoro put his hand on Johnny's shoulder. Johnny, Up until a few days ago, he was healthy and fully of life. And now he keeps fainting. And getting really pale. I have no idea what's causing it. As he was talking, Nami came down. Johnny. His teeth have been falling out and his old wound opened up and started bleeding. He just got worse and worse. I didn't know what to do. So I thought maybe we'd just rest on a little island. But then a cannonball came flying from this ship. Luffy and Usopp's jaws dropped upon realizing what they did. Luffy and Usopp, we're very sorry. Johnny, sorry isn't good enough. Isn't that right, partner? Big bro. Give it to me straight. Is he gonna die? Nami then came over and inspected Usopp by pulling on various parts of his face. Johnny, stop it! Whatever you're doing, stop. You're mocking his death. Damn it! Ooal. She put her hand over his mouth because he was spitting all over her. Nami, Tanjiro. We have some limes in storage. Can you bring them here? Tanjiro, right. After a bit, he got the limes. They were easy to find because of their scent. Luffy and Izuku then squeezed the lime over Yasaka's face to make it drip down on him. Nami, he's got scurvy. Johnny, scurvy? Nami, If we weren't too late, he'll be just fine in a few days. Johnny, really, big sis? Really? Thank you, big sis. She covered his mouth again because he was spitting. Nami, please. Don't call me that. It sounds so dumb. Besides, I'm not a magician. This used to be a hopeless disease that plagued sailors, and we just know how to deal with it now. It's caused by a simple deficiency of plant-derived nutrients like vitamin C. Back in the old days, they couldn't carry fresh fruits and vegetables because they couldn't store them. We know better now. Luffy tried to stuff the limes in Yasaka's mouth, but Izuku stopped him. Luffy, you're smart. You're like a doctor. Nami, you guys are morons. Every sailor should know about scurvy. Izuku, in my defense, yes, I have heard of it, but I have never seen it before. I just thought he got out from a nasty battle. Ricky, it does look like that's what happened, Navi. Yasaku then got up. Then he and Johnny started celebrating. Yasaku, the nutrients cured me. Johnny, now you're all better. Nami, you can't heal that quickly. They stopped celebrating. Johnny and Yasaku, allow us to introduce ourselves. Johnny, my name is Johnny. Yasaku, and I'm Yasaku. Johnny and Yasaku, together, we're the baddest pirate bounty hunting duo in the world. Johnny, big bro Zoro, there used to be one of us. Yasaku, glad to make your acquaintance. Zoro, small world. I never thought I'd see you guys again. Johnny, well, if you think you're surprised. Yasaku, we never imagined that the pirate hunter, Zoro, became a pirate himself. Zoro, tell me about it. He held out his hand and Johnny took it. Johnny, big bro. Yasaku was about to do the same thing, but he fell unconscious and was back to looking sick. Later, Nami, let this be a lesson to you. Zoro, yeah? This is the kind of trouble you run into when you choose a life on the sea. Usopp, which means, when we're at sea, we really gotta think about how we can get the right amount of nutrients with very little food. Izuku, he's right. It's absolutely necessary that someone on this ship knows how to do just that. Luffy took a bite out of his bread. Luffy, it's necessary? Right. The ship needs a cook. Let's go find us a cook. Usopp, I'm in. Good idea, Izuku. I know Natsu would be happy about that. We'll have yummy food, even while we're out at sea. Luffy, that's right. You got it. Ha ha, Johnny, a cook? I know just the place. And the food is gonna blow your mind. Luffy, all right. Let's go. Where to? Johnny, consider yourselves warned. This place is close to the Grand Line. And I've heard a lot of rumors lately that a certain hawk-eyed man you're looking for is there. Zoro clenched his swords and smirked. Izuku, hawk-eyed man he's looking for? Johnny, set a course. North-northeast, and set sail they did. Johnny, our destination is the Sea Restaurant Bar Thai. Izuku, whoa. Johnny, so what do you think? Izuku, oh. Johnny, huh? Why oh? Izuku, you see, we have one more crew member on board. And he has a terrible case of motion sickness. He won't be able to come along with us. Tanjiro, poor Natsu. Luffy, wow. It's a big fish. Nami, how lovely. Usopp, this is the coolest place ever. Johnny, just like I told you, right? Then they heard horns blaring. Yasaku, ah. What the? Yasaku, a marine ship? All the way out here? Usopp, hey Luffy. They're not gonna start firing at us, are they? Zoro, it's just my luck. Of course the Marines would show up. Nami, but How did that ship? Johnny snuck away. Someone on the marine ship came to the deck. I've never seen that pirate flag. Johnny hid behind Yusaku, who was hiding behind the door to the room he was sleeping in. Johnny, so do you think he knows that you and I aren't a couple of pirates? Yusaku, I am Iron Fist full body. But you can just call me, sir. You there? Who's the captain? Identify yourself. Luffy, my name is Luffy. Izuku, my name is Izuku. Usopp, my name is Usopp. Got it, Luffy? We only made our flag the day before yesterday. Usopp, that's right, Marine. And I drew it, full body, heh. You did? Is that so? He then looked to the side and saw Johnny and Yusaku. Full body, hey. You too. Right there. I've seen you before. You're that bounty hunter duo that goes after the small fish, right? Johnny, well, full body. So, you've finally been caught by pirates. Johnny, well, actually, full body laughs. Full body, now that's a laugh. A woman showed up and grabbed his arm. Woman, hey, come on, baby, let's get going. Full body, sure. Johnny, hey. Wait a minute. You think small-time bounty hunters would go after these guys? He pulled out a bunch of wanted posters and threw them to the side. One of them caught Nami's eye. Full body now? Let's go to that restaurant. They're an eyesore. Sink 'em. Marines, sir. Johnny, hey, ignored us. Next time we see him, he'd better have a little more respect for us. Nami HM. What are these things, Johnny? Well, those are all wanted pirates, big sis Nama. But Nami didn't care at the moment. Johnny, in other words, if we defeat them, we get the reward money. Yusaku, pretty lucrative business, huh, big sis dash? Johnny covered his mouth while Nami crumpled up one of the posters. Ricky, I don't like the aura she's got. But he didn't have time to think about it because the marine ship cannon was getting pointed right at them. Izuku, not good. They fired the cannon. Luffy, leave it to me. Now gum. Luffy stretched his arms and grabbed the mast with his right and another far spot with his other hand. This caused him to stretch far back upon getting hit by the cannonball. Luffy, slingshot. However, his left hand lost its grip and he went veering towards the direction of the restaurant and launched the cannonball right at it, leaving a big hole in the roof. Izuku, Later, Luffy was dragged over to the head chef. That was quite a while ago. Usopp, what's taking Luffy so long? Nami, yeah? Usopp, they'll probably make him work without pay for like a whole month. Nami, he should have just said out was the Marine's fault instead of being so freaking honest. Eventually, they came in to see a fight going on between Full Body, who was trying to ruin the restaurant's reputation, and the man who was serving him. Sanji, don't ever waste food around me again. He was choking Full Body. Sanji, at sea, if you ever provoke your cook, you're signing your own death warrant. Remember that. Red Eyes. Patty, oh no! Our customer. Patty, damn it! Not again, Sanji. What do you think you're doing to our customer? Can't you see he's a Marine lieutenant? Sanji, you're a terrible cook. What makes you think you can talk to me like that? Patty, a crappy cook like you is calling me bad? Restaurants can't exist without their customers. They're our lifeblood, so we don't want to hurt them the way you seem to keep doing, Sanji, but he deserved it. He didn't treat the food or me with respect and he insulted all the cooks. He let Full Body go and he dropped to the ground. Sanji, so I simply taught him a lesson. Full Body, you're gonna regret this. All of you. No restaurant should treat its customers like this. I'll shut you down. Do you understand me? I will shut you down. This entire place. This whole restaurant is finished. Do you hear me, Sanji? Then maybe I should finish you off now. He started walking towards Full Body but was stopped by two of the chefs. Sanji, arrogant assholes like you who think they're such big shots they can push anybody around really piss me off. You're not such a big shot now, are ya? Are ya? That's when Luffy and the head chef fell through the roof. Ricky, you know there's never a dull moment around you guys. Zoro, no kidding. Luffy, I can breathe again. Chef 1 Boss Zeph, what's happening here? You didn't hurt yourself, did you? Zeph, damn it. My ceiling. Another thing that's gonna have to get fixed because of you. This is all your fault, you brat. Luffy, how is it my fault? You attacked me. Chef 1 Boss, can you stop messing around and give us a hand? Sanji's gone crazy again. Zeph and Luffy turned to see what was going on. Zeph, hey, Sanji. Don't tell me you went on another rampage in here, you idiot. Sanji, put a cork in it, old man. Zeph, oh, now you're ordering me around. Just who do you think you're talking to? Do you want to sink my restaurant to the bottom of the sea? You punk! He kicked Sanji in the face with his peg leg. Full Body laughed at this, but, Seth, you too! Get your ass out of my restaurant! He kicked Full Body in the face as well. Full Body, what kind of restaurant is this? That boss is like a gangster. It's almost as if this were a pirate ship. Patty, how can you deny our motto that the customer is king? Sanji, the only kingly customers are the ones who stomach the slop that you call food. Seth, that's it. If you two want to fight, you'll keep it in the kitchen, you understand me? Full Body gets up. Full Body, are all these idiots really cooks? Meanwhile was Zoro. Zoro was walking around the restaurant to get a good look at the place. Zoro, I'll admit. This place is pretty nice. Then, he tripped on something and fell to the ground. Zoro, ow. Alright. Who tripped me? Then he saw what he tripped over. Or rather who? Owie. Zoro, crap. I tripped over a little girl. And I was about to yell at her. Zoro got up and held out his hand to her. Zoro, hey, don't worry about it, kid. Let me help you up. Eri looked at Zoro and took his hand. Zoro then helped her up. Eri, thank you. Zoro, you're welcome, kid. I better go. As Zoro walked, however, Eri, mister? Zoro turned to look at her. Zoro HM? What's wrong, kid? Eri, I have a question for you. Zoro HM? Well, go on ahead. Eri, well? Zoro, what's wrong? Come on. What's your case? Eri, are you my uncle? Zoro's jaw dropped. Zoro, am I what? Meanwhile, with the others, a Marine walked to the entrance of the restaurant and was panicking. Marine, Lieutenant Full Body. We've got trouble. Luffy, wow, this restaurant is crazy. Marine, sir, he's escaped. Private Krieg's henchman attacked us and vanished. Full Body, he what? Marine, well, sir, we've already lost 7 of our men, and the only thing we wanted out of him was a lead on finding Krieg. Full Body, impossible. When we picked him up 3 days ago, he was right on the verge of starving to death. And we haven't fed him anything. Where'd he get the strength? Marine, I'm sorry, Lieutenant. Before he could say anything else, he was killed from a bullet. The man who shot the Marine slowly walked towards them. Patty, it would seem we have a new customer, sir. Zeph, he'd do well to mind his manners and not start any trouble on my ship. Luffy, a pirate, huh? Meanwhile with Zoro and Eri. Eri was in Zoro's arms. Eri, uncle? What was that noise? Zoro, I'm not your uncle, Eri, but you look like my papa. Zoro, even so, last I checked, I don't have any siblings. Then someone else came. There you are. I was worried when I heard that loud noise. They turned to the direction of the voice to see. Eri, Akame. Zoro, I take it she's your sister? Akame, no. We're not related. But I've taken it upon myself to take care of her until she can find her father. I was told he has green hair. So I'm guessing that's you? Zoro, no. I don't have a kid. I'm 19. She's what? 7? Akame. I mean, she said her father adopted her. Zoro, he did? Wait, what happened to Akame? You don't want to know what she's been through. Trust me, Zoro, that's not a good sign. Well, this kid thinks I'm her uncle, but I'm not. He handed Eri over to Akame. Zoro, I never caught your names, by the way. I'm Roronoa Zoro. Akame, I'm Akame. Just Akame. Zoro, probably best not to pry. Eri, my name is Eri Midoriya. Zoro, well, nice to meet. Why wait, did you just say Midoriya? Eri, why yeah? Zoro, quick question. Is your father's name Izuku, by any chance? Eri, yeah. Zoro, I had no idea he was a father. Adoptive father, but still a father nonetheless. Kid, I know where your father is. I can take you to him, if you want. Eri, really? Zoro, yeah? Eri, thank you. Zoro clutched his chest because that was just too cute. Zoro, like father like daughter. Akame, with all due respect, I think we should wait a bit before we go see him. Eri, but I want to see my papa now. Zoro caught on to what Akame was saying. Something was going on that Eri was not ready to see just yet, and whatever Eri went through in the past, Zoro did not want to add to any trauma she experienced. Zoro, no, Eri. She has a point. Akame, by the way, why did you assume me and Eri were sisters? Zoro, I don't know. It was either because you knew and cared for her, because you both have red eyes, or both. Akame, we do both have red eyes. Back with the others, the man walked over to an empty table, sat down, and put his foot on the table. Gin, I don't care what it is, just bring me something to eat. Come on, this is a restaurant. Patty, hello and welcome, you damn crook. Gin, I'm just gonna say this one more time. Bring me something and make it quick. Full body. That cook is gonna get us killed. Ricky, well, maybe this wouldn't happen if you had just fed him. Patty, of course, right away. But might I be so bold to inquire how you're paying for your meal? Gin took out a gun and pointed it at Patty's head. Gin, will a bullet be enough? Patty, so you don't have money then. He destroyed the table Gin was sitting at by slamming his fists down on it, as well as the chair Gin was sitting on. Zeph, that dumbass. Patty broke another chair. Luffy, whoa, what power? Patty, sorry, pirate, but our policy is to only serve paying customers. Gin's stomach started to growl. Patty, I can hear your stomach grumbling from here, pirate. Gin, that was a fart, jerk. Now listen. Get me something to eat now. Patty, we're not getting you anything, so beat it. Sanji just walked away. He walked over to the kitchen to make Gin a meal. As for the other cooks, they were cheering Patty on as he kept kicking the starving pirate. Full body, I can't take any more. All of these cooks are insane. I've got to get out of here. I don't want anything to do with this place ever again. He crawled away like a coward. And when Tanjiro saw this, it reminded him of when Akaza fled after killing Rengoku. Tanjiro, you coward! Get back here! But he was too late. Full body left. Ricky, Hinakami, I've never seen you act like this before. Tanjiro, it brought back a bad memory during my first and only mission with someone who was like a big brother to me. His killer ran away like a coward. Ricky, and him running away reminded you of that moment, huh? Tanjiro, yeah? Izuku patted Tanjiro on the back. Izuku, makes sense, now. After that, Patty was finished beating Gin up and then threw him out of the restaurant and told him to never come back. Gin, damn it. If I wasn't so weak from hunger, I'd be inside eating. He tried to get up but didn't have the strength to. Gin, and he'd be lying here. Luffy and Tanjiro were watching him from the roof. Meanwhile with Zoro, Eri, and Akame. Eri, what was all that cheering about? Akame, don't worry about it. Zoro, I think we can get you to your father now. They then went to find Izuku at the front door. Izuku, hey Zoro. Where have you been? Zoro, talking with someone who knows you very well. Izuku, huh? Zoro moved out of the way to reveal Eri in Akame's arms. Izuku, Eri? Eri, Papa! She jumped out of Akame's arms and hugged Izuku. Nami, Usopp, and Ricky, Papa? Ricky, wait, this is your daughter? Nami, you knew he was a father? Usopp, I thought Izuku was supposed to be some kind of cinnamon roll. How can he have a daughter at his age? Izuku, calm down. We aren't biologically related. I adopted her a few months ago. Nami and Usopp, oh. That makes sense. Akame, so you're Eri's father? It's nice to meet you. Izuku blushed. Izuku, it's nice to meet you too. Ricky, oh boy. Here we go again. Back with Luffy, Tanjiro, and Gin. Tanjiro, hey, you said you were hungry, right? Gin, no, I'm not, just leave me alone. His stomach growled more. That's when the door opened and Sanji came out with a plate of food. He put it right in front of Gin. Then he sat down. Sanji, eat up. Gin gulped. Gin, take it and leave me alone. I won't accept charity. It doesn't matter how done and out I may be. Just take this stuff away, now. Sanji, stop your whining and eat it already. I don't care what they say in there. To me, if anyone's hungry, they're a customer. Gin, sorry, but I'm not your customer. Sanji, if you don't eat it, I'm going to bring someone who will make you eat it. Gin, their threats or beatings won't work on me. Sanji, trust me, she won't need those. All she has to do is give you her puppy eyes. Trust me. You can't resist them. No one can unless they are completely dead inside. And even then, that's damn near impossible. That little girl is too sweet for this world. Gin, your boss forced a little girl to work for you? Sanji, more like she begged to work here until her dear father finds her at this restaurant so she can at least help us out. And when she gave us her puppy eyes, none of us had the guts to say no. And trust me, you won't either. Gin's stomach growled again. Sanji, it's amazing how beautiful and cruel this ocean can be, how it's almost a death sentence to lose your food and water out here, how difficult it is to survive. I know what it means to go hungry because of the sea more than anyone. You can die for your pride if you want. But I'd rather not make our junior chef sad. Besides, if you eat and survive, won't that give you the opportunity to fight for pride truly worth having, now and in the future? That was enough for Gin. He started to scarf the food down. Gin, crying, I'm sorry, thank you so much, I thought it was over. I truly thought I was going to die. This food, it's delicious. I've never eaten food this good before. Sanji, of course it is. Luffy, Tanjiro, I think we found our cook. Tanjiro, I hope so. Luffy, you're lucky he gave you some food. You weren't looking so good there. He laughs. Luffy, I thought you were a goner. So listen, Mr. Cook, why don't you leave this boat and join my crew? Sanji, huh? Luffy, I could use a cook like you on my pirate ship. Sanji, so you're pirates? Luffy, uh-huh. Sanji, is that why you went and did a crazy thing like shoot a cannonball into a restaurant? Luffy, that was an accident. It was self-defense that turned into a stray shot. Sanji, a stray shot? In any case, you really don't want to do anything stupid to this place. The owner used to be a cook in a famous pirate fleet. Luffy, oh, so the old man used to be a pirate. Sanji, this restaurant is everything to that crazy old man. It's the only treasure he'll need for the rest of his life. He'll do anything to protect it. On top of which, all of the cooks who join him out of admiration and respect are just as hot-headed as any pirate. Which helps since pirates are always coming and going out of this place. Tanjiro, you're right. Luffy, this is a really wild restaurant, huh? Sanji, so true, and this is how it is every day. It's gotten so bad that customers are coming here just to watch the fight between the cooks and the pirates. Thankfully, we keep our temporary junior chef away from wherever the fights are. She's too young for them. Every day, it's been a new pirate ship and a new rampage. It wasn't long till all the waiters got scared and bailed. For some reason, our junior chef isn't scared of them even a little bit. She keeps saying that she's seen and been through worse, but none of us believe that. Luffy, that makes sense. So that's why the old man wanted me to work for him for a year. So, you joining my pirate crew or what? Sanji, I'm sorry, but I can't. There's a reason I have to work here in the restaurant, and so I can't just walk away from it. Luffy, no way. I don't accept. Sanji, what? You don't accept? Tanjiro, Luffy, what are you talking about? Luffy, it's very simple. I refuse to accept your refusal. You're a good cook, and I need none, so it's obvious that we should be pirates together. Sanji, listen to what I'm saying. I can't leave here, alright? Luffy, what's your reason for staying? Sanji, I don't have to tell you anything. Luffy, what the? But you just told me to listen to you. Tanjiro, Luffy, just let it go. Luffy, no. Sanji, I told you my answer is no, and that's all you need to hear from me. Now take your pirate ship and find a cook someplace else before I cut you up, Straw Hat. Luffy, you listen to me, jerk. No one makes fun of my Straw Hat unless they're in for a beating. Tanjiro, guys. Can't we solve this peacefully? Luffy and Sanji, stay out of this. Gin, I'm sorry to interrupt. Luffy, Sanji, and Tanjiro, what is it? Gin, my name is Gin, and I'm a crew member of Don Krieg's pirate fleet. And you say that you're pirates yourselves? What is it you seek? Luffy, oh, the One Piece. And pretty soon, we're gonna sail the Grand Line and find it. Gin, huh? Well, you can't have been seeking it for long. If you don't even have a cook yet, your crew can't be all that big. Luffy, yeah it is. He's our 9th member. Sanji, I told you I'm not going, so don't count me. Gin, you kids seem nice, so let me give you some friendly advice, okay? The Grand Line is a place you want to avoid. You're still young, there's no need to rush into anything. Tanjiro, if only you knew. Gin, remember, the Grand Line is one small part of this entire ocean. If you want to be a real pirate, there are plenty of other places on the seas to explore. Luffy, I see. Well, why don't you just tell us what to avoid in the Grand Line now? Gin, I can't. I don't know anything. I don't understand it. And that is why I fear it. Tanjiro, what do you mean, Gin? Sanji, for being a crew member of Don Krieg's, you're a pretty wimpy pirate. Tanjiro, who's Don Krieg? Gin explained everything about Don Krieg. After that, Gin got on his boat. Gin, so long then. Luffy, thanks for the warning, but I'm still gonna go to the Grand Line. Gin, I know. Do whatever you want. I'm just a stranger, and I can't stop you from going anywhere you want to go. I just wanted to give you a fair warning. And to you, Chef, thank you for everything. You saved my life, and I owe you for that. Your cooking skills are the best I've ever seen. I hope to come back again sometime. Sanji, I'll have a seat for you. Zeph, chore boy, get up here right now. Luffy, boss. Zeph, you're hard to find. He took notice of the empty plate. Sanji, hey Gin, go. Gin, sorry. You'll probably get yelled at or fired cause you gave me that food for free. Sanji walked over to the empty plate. Sanji, whatever. He then tossed it in the ocean. Sanji, now there's not proof, so there's no way for me to get yelled at. Try not to get caught again, you hear? As Gin left, he bowed in a Dejiza gesture. Gin, thank you again, Chef Sanji. I will never forget your kindness, Chef Sanji. Chore boy. Get back to work already. After that, Luffy got to work as the chore boy. However, they soon realized that having Luffy as the chore boy was the worst mistake they could ever make. For example, when he washed the dishes, he would completely break them. He would also take the food they made and eat it himself. And when he burned his hand on a frying pan, he completely wrecked the kitchen. He then saw his crew, as well as Eri and Akame, eating at the restaurant. Luffy, what are you doing? Usopp, we heard you had to work here for a whole year. Zoro, is it okay if we redraw the flag for our ship? Luffy, you're eating all this delicious food without me? What kind of crew are you? How could you do this to me? Zoro, ho, Luffy, wait. Who are those girls with the red eyes? Izuku, this is Eri. She's my daughter. Luffy, you have a kid? Izuku, long story. But she's my adopted daughter, Akame, and I'm Akame. I've been taking care of Eri for a while now. But now that she's found her father, it's time I start my journey to the Grand Line. Tanjiro, you're going to the Grand Line too? May I ask why? Akame, believe it or not, I'm from another world. And I need to get back to it. Even if my job is finished. Author's note. I'm making this be at a point where Akame's kill is finished and the night raid is not needed anymore. If I get anything wrong about her, I'm sorry. I've never seen Akame's kill. Izuku, you too? Akame, huh? Izuku explained how he, Natsu, Tanjiro, and Ricky were also from different worlds they were trying to get back to. Izuku, why not join us since we share the same goal? Akame, I guess that's a good idea. I'd rather not make the journey alone. Zoro, you know, I have to say the food here is really quite delicious. Good stuff. He took a glass of water but Luffy flicked a booger in it. Zoro, I feel bad for you, but he then forced the water down Luffy's throat. Zoro, you should be drinking this yourself. Ha ha ha, Luffy, I can't believe you did that. Zoro, yeah, well, I can't believe you did that. That's when Sanji showed up and started simping over Nami. Sanji, oh dear ocean, thank you for this treasure you have shared from your depths. He gave Nami a rose. Akame, I forgot that he's a pervert. Author's note. In case you are wondering, no. He did not flirt with Akame. She is probably the same age as Izuku or something. I checked and noted that while Akame is a teenager, Nami is 18 years old. Nami is an adult. Just want to put that out there to prevent any misunderstandings as Akame only knows this about Sanji because she has seen him flirt with other women. Sanji, yes, my love, I can't bear this hardship of loving you from afar. It is too difficult. I am now prepared to sail to the ends of the earth as a pirate if it means someone of your rare beauty will be by my side. To be together sailing the seas. But how tragic a great obstacle blocks our way, Zeph, and that great obstacle would be me, right? Sanji groans. Sanji, stupid geezer. Zeph, this is an opportunity you don't want to pass up. Why not join them and become a pirate? Sanji, huh? Zeph, I have no need to keep you here at my restaurant. Enter Don Krieg. Sanji, hey, listen, pal. I'm the sous chef in this place. What do you mean you don't need me anymore? Zeph, you fight with customers all the time. You flirt with every woman under 80 and over 17 who walks through here. You can't even cook a decent meal. You're worth less to me than the chum after brunch. That's what I mean. Sanji, so the other cooks were chuckling. Zeph, oh, and let's not forget about how the other cooks avoid you like you were poison. So just run off and be a pirate or whatever, but get out of this restaurant. Sanji, that's how it is. You shoot off at the mouth and expect that I'm just going to take it, old man? I could blow off everything you said, but I won't listen to anyone trash my cooking. I'm staying here as a sous chef and that's final. He lifted Zeph up by his shirt. Sanji, you hear me? Zeph, what do you think you're doing, grabbing your boss by the collar? He grabbed Sanji by his collar and threw him to the floor. Zeph, you ingrate! He was sent crashing into the Straw Hat Heroes table. Thankfully, they were able to save the food. The others didn't know it, but if Akame's food was ruined, all hell would break loose. Sanji, dumb geezer, Zeph huffed. Sanji, enough with the games. You can try to kick me out, but I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere, old man. Not till you're dead and gone. Zeph, dead? Ha! I got another 100 years of kicking your ass left in me, Sanji. He's always gotta have the last word. Luffy, see? He said it's cool. Now you can become a pirate. Sanji, shut up. He fixed up the table and started talking to Nami. Sanji, my apologies. I hope I can make it up to you with this delightful fruit Macedonia, my princess. Nami, wow. You're too kind. It looks wonderful. Sanji, good. Ricky, did you forget the rest of us? Cigar? Sanji, cigar? Ricky slammed his head down on the table and everyone's sweat dropped. Akane, is he alright? Izuku. He has this habit of giving everyone nicknames. He's always trying to break it, but he can never seem to do so. Sanji gave Ricky tea. Sanji, this tea should be more than adequate for you. In fact, you should be thanking me. Ricky, I get it. You only act this way around pretty women so they can fall for you. I see how it is. Sanji, what was that? Ricky, you heard me. Nami, stop it. Please don't fight because of me. Sanji, of course, my dear. Ricky, since when was this about you? Nami, I wanted to tell you that. Sanji, yeah? Nami, that all of the food here is just delicious. But it's a little too expensive for me. Sanji, relax, it's free. Nami hugged him. Nami, oh. Thank you. Sanji then spoke to the rest of them. Sanji, you guys still have to pay though. Usopp, what? Ricky, what a simp. Akane, good grief. Luffy just laughed at this. But then Sanji kicked him. Sanji, what are you sitting around for? He dragged Luffy away. Sanji, you're not here to lounge around. Luffy, right? 4 days later. Ricky, so now what? Usopp, I don't know. How long do you think we're gonna be here anyway? Zoro, who knows? Usopp, he said he'll stay a year. But I'm already so bored. Nami, quit whining. This place is great. Plus, all the food here is free. Tanjiro, for you, yes. But not for us. Izuku, that's not even the worst of it. Natsu can't handle being on any mode of transportation, remember? He's stuck in bed until we make it to land. They then saw Luffy carrying trash. Usopp, hey Luffy. Luffy HM? Usopp, what are we still doing here? Come on, let's just get out of this place. Luffy, just sit tight a little longer. I'm gonna try to make another deal with the owner. Usopp, ugh, well, hurry up. Ricky, guys? Everyone, what's wrong? Ricky, I have a bad feeling about an incoming aura. Eri, what's aura? Akane, aura is essentially the life force of all living beings. An invisible field around the body that shows emotions. Hang on, Ricky, you can sense them? Ricky, yeah? All Lucario can sense them, red eyes. Akane, that's impressive. Ricky, just know, I still haven't forgiven you for trying to eat me. Akane, I like to eat danger beasts. Ricky, yeah, well I'm pretty sure these danger beasts aren't able to talk. Tanjiro, this scent, it's the scent of fear. Everyone in the restaurant was panicking because they knew who was coming. Izuku, guys. Look, that's when they saw the ship pulled up. Eri hid behind Izuku's leg. Eri, Papa, I'm scared. Nami, look at the sheer size of that galleon. Luffy, what a huge ship. You think Gin came back to repay you for your kindness? Sanji, I seriously doubt that's it. It's something else. That's when they noticed how beat up the ship was. Luffy, whoa, what did they do? Sail through a hurricane or something? Sanji, doesn't seem like damage inflicted by cannons. In fact, it doesn't look man-made at all. Luffy, then maybe it was a tornado hurricane. Sanji then noticed someone. Sanji, there he is, in the restaurant. The doors had opened and someone walked in. Gin was also holding him with his arm around Gin's shoulder. Krieg, I beg you, I need food and water. We have money, lots of money, please. It's been so long. I don't even remember the last time I ate, please. Sir, I need food and drink, I'm begging you. Chef, no, this can't be. Patty, where's the death and destruction? Is this really the Don Krieg, Commodore of the Grand Pirate Fleet? Luffy, guess he's hungry. Krieg then collapsed. Gin, sea captain. Don Krieg. Please help him. Our captain is on the brink of starvation. He could die. He hasn't had a single bite to eat for days. He'll die if he doesn't get food soon. Patty just laughed. Patty, this is great. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. The great Don Krieg, kneeling before us. Gin, we have some money. We're here as customers this time. Patty, do you really think I'm that stupid? Hey! Get a hold of the Marines right away. Gin, what? Patty, he's finally weak enough to be captured. This may never happen again, and I'm not gonna ruin it by helping him get his strength back. All the customers and most of the chefs agreed to Patty's statement. Krieg, I won't do anything. He tried to get back up. Krieg, I won't do anything once I eat. I promise I'll leave quietly, so please be merciful and help me. Gin, you're a king. Don Krieg, stop it. Please don't reduce yourself to this. You're better than the common beggar. Please, sir. What about your pride? Krieg, I promise, please, I'll take the scraps. I'll take anything. Anything. Patty, heh, boo-hoo for the cruel pirate. Sanji, hey, step aside, Patty. He kicked him, which knocked him out. Gin, Sanji. Sanji then gave Don Krieg some food. Sanji, here's something for your captain. Gin, thank you, Sanji. Krieg, thank you. He started wolfing down the food with his own 2 hands. Karn, you dimwit. Get that food away from him right now. Don't you realize he's a cold, heartless, killing machine? This is the man known as the ruler of the East Blue, the most treacherous of all pirates. It all started back in prison. He pretended to be a marine, and when he decided to declare his pirate ambitions, he took command of a marine vessel by killing the senior officer. He would raise the marine flag to enter ports, then lay waste to the unsuspecting cities and passenger ships there. He even showed the white flag before attacking enemy ships. He did anything to secure victory. Luffy, that guy fights dirty. Karn, he's also unmatched in physical combat. You think he'll just leave us alone? Well, I've got news for you. That's not possible with a bloodthirsty killer like him. He deserves death. That's when Don Krieg got up and punched Sanji. He fell to the ground in pain. Karn, Sanji. After that, the customers panicked and ran away. Gin, this is not what we agreed on. You gave me your word. I only brought you here because you promised you wouldn't ruin this place. Or hurt the man who saved us. He then grabbed Gin by the shoulder and lifted him up. Krieg, yes, that was delicious. He squeezed Gin's shoulder, and you could hear his bones cracking as he screamed in pain. Krieg, I feel alive again. He then let Gin go, and he fell to the floor. Meanwhile, with the others, the customers were all rushing out of the restaurant in fear. Eri, what's going on? Tanjiro, I don't know. With Luffy and Sanji. Krieg, this is a pretty good ship, I believe that I'll take it. Sanji slowly got up. Sanji, right, I see. Krieg, as you can all see, my ship is a wreck. Naturally, I'll be needing a nice new one. After a few small chores, every last one of you will leave the ship. Karn, what? No, Gin, Don Krieg, you promise, please. Krieg pointed towards the entrance. Krieg, there are about 100 men left on board my ship. All are weak with hunger, and many are seriously wounded. If you value your lives, you will prepare food and water for every last one of them. I've lost too many men to hunger already. Bring them over immediately. Karn, you're telling us to feed out executioners? Do you hear how stupid that sounds? We refuse. Krieg, you refuse? I wasn't asking you. Now make no mistake, you wretched cook, I'm not placing an order, I am giving you one. Do I make myself clear? Don't defy me, Gin. Sanji, sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen. Patty, you see? Look what you brought on this restaurant, you stupid bastard. Gin looked down in shame. But Sanji just gets up. He then starts walking away. Patty's HUI. Where do you think you're going? He stops. Sanji, to the kitchen. Looks like I'll be cooking 100 more meals today. Gin, Sanji, Luffy, Sanji, cooks what? Are you crazy? Krieg, good. Hop to it. But then Sanji was surrounded by the chefs who were now wielding weapons. Chef 1, tell me the truth, Sanji. Are you his spy or something? Chef 2, we can't let you go anywhere near that kitchen. Chef 3, we're fed up with you acting insane. Sanji just held out his arms. Sanji, alright. Chefs, huh? Sanji, stop me if you wish. I know. It's no secret that Don Krieg is a terrible, ruthless man. But that doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. After we feed all these men, who knows what's going to happen? I am just a simple cook, no more and no less. If someone's going hungry, it's my duty to feed them. That's all I know. What do you say? Is that wrong? Sanji was then knocked out by Patty. Karn, Patty, hey. Somebody grab him. You bring free food to the bums I kick out of this place, over and over again. And I'm not about to argue over who's right in that particular situation. But this time, you're just flat out wrong, Sanji. I can't let you do things like that anymore. We're going to protect this place. Fortunately, we've got numbers on our side. He opens a cabinet and searches through it. Patty, it is Don Krieg, but what can he do against all of us? At a joint like this, Pirate scumbags come and go all day. We're fully prepared to serve any kind of customer. Sanji, is that? Patty, I really hope you save some room for dessert cause I have a secret recipe. Krieg, huh? Patty, that is truly to die for, he brought out. Patty, open wide. Here comes the meatball of doom. He shot a cannonball from his cannon and it hit Krieg dead on. Although, he broke the door in the process. Patty, I might have broken the door. I sure hope Seth doesn't yell at me again. Karn, he might go easy on you for saving the restaurant and all. Sanji, so what are we going to do about all the guys left in Krieg's ship? Patty, fry 'em. Cover it in batter and fry the entire thing. Krieg, are you a chef or a comedian? Because your jokes are lame. The chefs were shocked that Krieg survived. Krieg, and that dessert was terrible. The worst I ever had. Krieg, so die. He started shooting at everyone. Luffy, he's got 'em everywhere. Sanji, all those guns. Don Krieg retracted all of his guns and took off his right glove. Krieg, you cooks should not have defied me. I am by far the world's strongest man. Arms, made of solid steel. Woozy steel body armor, impenetrable. And a diamond fist that could pound this entire world to dust. In addition to the weapons on my body, I have a fleet of 50 ships with 5,000 pirates. My record is perfect. I've won every single battle that I've ever been in. I am Don. And I'm the only one fit to be called Don. Zeph then came down the stairs. Zeph, out of the way, kid. Krieg, when I give you slime balls an order, you will follow it down to the last letter. Don't you ever disobey me. Zeph then put a large bag full of food in front of Krieg. Zeph, this is about 100 meals. Now take it to your men right away. Cooks, no, owner Zeph. Luffy, watch where you're going with that. I was standing there, you know? Krieg seemed to recognize Zeph. Krieg, you're Redfoot Zeph. Protect the restaurant. Zeph started to walk away from Krieg while the chefs were telling him that it was a bad idea to feed Krieg's men. Zeph, it would be true that Krieg's men would take over the ship if they got their strength back if they still had the will to fight. Tell me, did you will survive defeat, Don Krieg? Chef 1, that can't be. Chef 2, the great Don Krieg was defeated? Karn, whoa, not even he could do it. A pirate fleet with 50 ships couldn't make it on the Grand Line. Luffy, the Grand Line? Krieg, it is you, isn't it? You're Redfoot Zeph. So, you are alive? The unrivaled pirate captain who was also the ship's cook. Zeph, yes, that's right, I'm still alive. But has any of this got to do with you? I haven't been a pirate for many years now. I chose the life of a cook. Krieg laughs. Krieg chose the life of a cook? Huh? Yeah, right. You didn't have a choice, old man. You live as a cook because the only thing you can be now is a cook. He was known far and wide. Redfoot Zeph was a master of deadly kicks who never used his hands in battle. It was said that with his mighty legs, he could crush bedrock to sand and leave footprints on solid steel. Redfoot referred to his boots, which became soaked in the blood of his enemies as he kicked them down. You know, it really is a pity that you no longer have that precious leg of yours. I heard that rumor some time ago. How unlucky for you to have such an accident at sea. Now that your greatest weapon has been sacrificed to the sea, you're defenseless, completely unable to fight. Zeph, I don't need to fight anymore. I'm a cook. And as long as I have my 2 hands for that, I'll be just fine. Enough chit-chat, let's get to the point. What do you want from me? Krieg smirked. Krieg, Redfoot, you're the man who sailed the perilous waters of the Grand Line and came back unscathed. Impressive. There should be a logbook detailing your tactics, a full year of your journey there. Give it to me now. Luffy, whoa. So is he saying you've been to the Grand Line too, Pops? Zeph, yeah. My logbook, huh? You're right, I do indeed have a record of my travels. But I will never hand it over to you. Krieg's smirk left him. Zeph, you ignorant brute. That logbook is sacred to me. It's the pride of the crewmen that I sailed with. It's far too important to give to you. Krieg, all right. I'll take it. Yes, it's true that the Grand Line beat me. Still, I will never give up on it. I am Don Krieg. In the end, it's just another ocean. I had enough weapons and men and ambition. Gin was shaking from his memory of the Grand Line. Krieg, regrettably, the only thing I lacked was information. I just didn't know enough. But now I'll fix all that. Once I have your logbook, I'll form another pirate fleet and seize the legendary One Piece. Then, I will stand as ruler of this great pirate era. Luffy then walked up and pointed at Krieg. Luffy, Now hold on. It's me who's gonna be king of the pirates. Patty, wait. Don't be such an idiot. You better back off, chore boy. Luffy, no way, not from this. Krieg, did you say something, kid? I won't allow that kind of stupidity again. Luffy, oh yeah, well, stupid or not, I'm just stating the facts like they are. Krieg, this isn't a game. Luffy, yeah, I know. I'm still gonna conquer the Grand Line. Krieg, and oh, you won't. It's true that we didn't have the information we needed, but my fleet of 5,000 men was wiped out in just 7 days, you brat. That's easy as hell. Patty, what? 1 week? Karn, Don Krieg's ships were wiped out in just 7 days. Chef 3, what happened out there? Krieg, unfortunately, I don't find your smartass remarks very amusing. If you insist on this foolish behavior, I'll crush you right here and right now. Luffy, go ahead if you can. Krieg, I can and I will. It would be my pleasure to send you to an early grave, you cocky runt. His shoulder pads opened up and pointed guns at Luffy. Then, Ricky, hey, Straw Hat! Eri ran off to try and help. We were able to catch her, but she won't go back to the ship till this place is protected. So, now we're all here to help. Except Navi and Salamander. Navi's been staring at this specific poster for a while, and you know how Salamander is. Izuku, but you can count on us. Akame, yeah? Zoro, think you need a hand? Usopp was shaking in fear. Usopp, if you don't need help, that's okay too. Luffy, oh hey guys. Appreciate the offer, but I think I can handle this clown. Zoro, Tanjiro, and Akame sheathed their weapons. Akame is only using a normal katana now. Usopp, ah. Too bad. But if you say you don't need any help, who am I to argue? Us awesome fighters are gonna sit this one out. Holler if you need us. Akame elbowed him in the gut. Akame, stop talking. Zoro, you know, I was going to do that myself. Krieg laughs. Krieg, are those 6 your crew? That's a pretty small group you got there, kid. Luffy, well, that's not all. I got 3 more. Sanji, I'm not a part of your crew. Krieg's shoulder pads retracted. Krieg, I'll deal with you later. Right now, I'm going to feed my men. He took the bag of food and put it on his back. Krieg, those of you who don't wish to die can leave the restaurant now and escape that fate. The only things I'm after are the log book and this ship. However, if you wish to stay and be slaughtered, I have no problem burying every last one of you at sea. Know that. And with that, he left. Gin, I'm so sorry, Sanji, I never thought it would be this way. Zeph, you have nothing to apologize for, sailor. Every cook at this restaurant did what they thought was right. That's all there is to say about that. Patty, but boss, why are you acting as if you're taking Sanji's side? This mess is his fault. Cook 4, he's right. Sanji is responsible for this whole damn thing. Cook 5, yeah, boss. That man's gonna put your precious restaurant out of business. Zeph, you fools don't know what you're talking about. None of you have any idea what it's like to be on the brink of starvation. To have no food or water on the open ocean. There is no way you could possibly understand what a terrifying prospect that is. It's the most difficult situation a man can ever face. Patty, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Chef Zeph. Zeph, the difference between all of you and Sanji is that Sanji knows. Cook 1, what's the boss trying to say? Cook 3, yeah, what's he saying that Sanji knows? Zeph, if all you're gonna do is stand around grumbling, then leave this place and never come back. Patty, I, for one, am gonna stay and fight. I couldn't live with myself if I accepted defeat. Cook 6, I'm staying too. After all, this is our restaurant, isn't it? Cook 7, that's right, and this place is all I've got too. All the other chefs agreed. Gin, what are you doing? You saw how powerful Don is, right? Sanji, hey Gin. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Feeding someone who's hungry is my sacred moral duty. But now that your crew is well fed, I have no obligation to them. With a clean conscience, I can beat every last one of them to a bloody pulp. If anyone tries to take this restaurant, Sanji, they're dead. I'll kill them without a moment's hesitation. Got that? Patty, ha! You're a real headcase, Sanji. Letting him live, then threatening to kill him? Sanji, can it cook? Luffy, see? This guy's awesome, huh? Usopp, who cares how awesome he is? We gotta get out of here right now. Zoro, easy there, Luffy. It is Don Krieg, but he's in pretty sad shape. Luffy, hey, Gin. You said you didn't know anything about the Grand Line. But I thought you'd been there. That doesn't make any sense. Gin gulped. Gin, Nothing makes any sense now. What happened to us on the 7th day of our journey through that curse? I don't know if it was a dream or reality. I saw things that I can't bring myself to believe. I know in my heart that it's impossible for that entire 50-ship fleet to be completely eradicated by a single man. Everyone gasped in surprise. Gin, it all happened so fast. As soon as this man appeared, he began to systematically sink our ships one after another. If that raging storm hadn't come upon us when it did, then that monster would have destroyed our flagship as well. I don't know if a single other ship made it out. It all seems like a terrible nightmare burned into my memory. I just want to forget. His eyes, they were like a hawk's, sharp and murderous. His gaze alone felt like the cold hand of death. Zoro gasped. Tanjiro, Zoro? Zoro, what did he just say? Zeph, well then that can only be the one known as Hawkeye. Your description of his heartless gaze isn't proof of his identity in and of itself, but the way he so easily decimated your fleet confirms without a doubt that it's him. Zoro, Hawkeye my Hulk. Akame, so you know him? Zoro, yeah, I do. He's the man I've been looking for. Hawkeye is the whole reason I set out to sea. Sanji, could that man have had some kind of score to settle with you guys? Gin, we didn't do anything to him. Eri, maybe you disturbed him during a nap? Gin, no. Why would he destroy an entire fleet for something so trivial? Zeph chuckles. Zeph, there's no reason to shout. She's just a kid. Maybe I should give you some advice on what kind of a place the Grand Line is. Ricky, that being? Zoro. He probably means that anything can happen there. Usopp starts crying. Ricky, well good. That's why me, Seiji, Hinakami, Salamander, Snowball, and Red Eyes are going there in the first place. Usopp, see, come on. Do we really have to go there? Luffy was shaking. Usopp, Luffy? Luffy laughs. Luffy, that's so awesome. This is gonna be such a blast. Usopp, don't you understand the concept of danger? Ricky, at this point, I believe that the D in Monkey D. Luffy stands for danger. Zoro, finally my life's goal will be achieved on the Grand Line. Usopp, what? Zoro, my rival, he's out there somewhere, and I'm gonna find him. Sanji, are you that stupid? It's idiots like you guys that end up dead. Zoro, that may be true, but lay off the name-calling. I devoted my entire life to becoming the world's greatest swordsman. I made my choice, so I'm the only one who gets to call me stupid. Luffy, hey. What about me? Usopp, me too, right? I mean, it only seems fair. Zoro, shut up, stupid. Sanji sighs. Sanji, what morons. Patty, enough. Do any of you maggots understand the current situation? That enormous galleon moored in front of our dear little restaurant is none other than Don Krieg's flagship. So why don't we check back into reality and deal with this? Ricky? What the? This aura, it's terrifying. Tanjiro, this scent, why do I smell murderous intent yet I also smell such calmness? That's when they heard Don Krieg's pirates shout a war cry. Chef 8, hear that? They're gonna be here soon. Chef 3, the restaurant is ours. And I'll fight to the death to keep it that way. But then Don Krieg's ship was split in half. Luffy, what the? Eri, whoa! On Don Krieg's ship. Don Krieg, what's going on? Krieg Pirate 1, Don Krieg. The main ship, it was cut. Krieg, it was cut? What do you mean, cut? Something sliced up this galleon? No way, it can't be. That's impossible. Back in the restaurant, Zeph, raise the anchor. Or we'll sink along with them. Cook 8, yes sir. Luffy and Izuku ran out. Zoro, wait, Nami and the guys are still on our ship out there. Tanjiro, we have to help them. Akame, right. The 3 sword fighters ran off. Eri, wait up. Eri ran after them. Usopp, Eri. Stop. Usopp ran after Eri. That's when they all noticed the wreck that used to be Don Krieg's ship. But then, Johnny, hey. Big bro, Yasaku, big bro. Johnny and Yasaku were overboard. Luffy, Yasaku. Johnny. Are you okay? Zoro, what happened to the ship? Where's Nami and Natsu? Are they okay? Yasaku, I'm sorry, big bro, I don't know how to say this, but they're gone. Johnny, big sis Nami. Yasaku, she took all the treasure and sailed away. Everyone, she did what? Izuku, tell me what happened. Johnny and Yasaku then explained everything. Johnny, so that's the story of how big sis Nami took the ship. Yasaku, sorry. Zoro punched a wall. Zoro, damn it. She just had to make a bad situation worse. Usopp, the heartless thief. Kai gave us that ship. Izuku, why would she do this? Ricky, telepathically to Izuku, I don't know, but there must be a good reason behind it. Luffy, wait. I see a ship. It's the Going Merry. Tell me where your boat is, Yasaku. We have it moored to the restaurant. Eri moored? Akame. It means that the ship is either tied up to keep it from leaving us behind, or it's been anchored down. Eri oh. Luffy, Zoro. Usopp. Tanjiro. Don't just stand there. Take their ship and go get Nami. Zoro, calm down. Let her keep the ship. Trust me, that woman is way more trouble than she's worth. Luffy, she's the only person I'll accept as the ship's navigator. Zoro looked at Luffy and realized that there was no changing his mind. Zoro, fine, I'll do it. You're one high-maintenance captain, you know that? Alright, Usopp and Tanjiro, let's go. Usopp, okay. Tanjiro, right. Johnny and Yasaku got the ship ready for them. Tanjiro, what about you guys? Izuku, we'll stick around here and make sure that everything goes alright. Zoro, well, be careful. The situation here could get really bad really fast. Luffy, right? Zeph then noticed a few green candles and a man on a boat that was holding them. Zeph, that man is Krieg, that son of a hitch. Krieg Pirate 1. That psycho followed us back here. He's gonna kill us all. Krieg Pirate 2. Everybody's gonna die. Tanjiro, who's that? Zoro was shaking in fear. Zoro, that's the man I've been looking for. Zoro, Hawkeye Mihawk. Hawkeye Mihawk. Luffy, so that's Mihawk. Zoro, yeah, the greatest swordsman. Patty, that's gotta be the guy who destroyed Krieg's fleet. He sunk 50 pirate ships out on the Grand Line all by himself. Karn, looks like he came back to finish the job, but is that all he wants? Chef 9, wait a minute. He just looks like an ordinary man. He doesn't even appear to have any kind of special weapons with him. Zeph, he carries his weapon on his back. Patty, that's impossible. Karn, he couldn't have destroyed a galleon like that using nothing but a sword. Zeph, Hawkeye Mihawk is a true master. He is without a doubt the greatest swordsman in the world. Zoro gulps. Zoro, I never thought that I would meet him so soon. The time has come for me to fulfill my promise. Ricky, promise? What promise? Krieg Pirate 3, you monster. Why are you doing this to us? What the hell have we ever done to you? Mihawk didn't even look at them. Mihawk, just killing time. Krieg Pirate 3, bastard. Eri tilted her head in confusion because she didn't know what that means. He shot 2 bullets at Mihawk, but Krieg Pirate 3, what? I missed? But I aimed straight for him. Zoro, he diverted them. Somehow, Zoro got behind the pirate. Zoro, he changed the course of the bullets using the tip of his sword. Krieg Pirate 3, that can't be. Zoro walked past him. Krieg Pirate 3, hold on. Who do you think you are? Krieg Pirate 4, he's got 3 swords. It couldn't be. Zoro, I've never seen a sword handled so gently, or with such grace. Mihawk, there's no strength in swordplay based on force. Zoro, did you also use that sword to slice up this ship? Mihawk, I did. Zoro, then it's true. You're the best. I set sail for only one reason. To meet you. Mihawk, and your goal? Zoro put on his bandana. Zoro, to beat you. Mihawk smirks. Mihawk, how foolish. Zoro drew one of his swords. Zoro, you've got spare time, so let's do this. Krieg Pirate 4, whoa. No way. It's him. Roronoa Zoro. It's Zoro of the 3-sword style. Krieg Pirate 5, it is? Krieg, really? A pirate hunter? Sanji, he's a what? Usopp, hey guys, we better hurry. Come on. The Going Merry's about to sail right out of sight. They weren't moving. Mihawk, a fight. You're a weak, pitiful creature. He jumped over to the boat Zoro was standing on in the blink of an eye. Mihawk, if you are in fact a competent swordsman, you should see the disparity in our abilities, even before we cross swords. I must ask, why have you challenged me? Could it be your courage? Or is it simply your ignorance? Zoro, my ambition drives me. He put one of his swords in his mouth. Zoro, also I made a promise to intend to keep. Patty, the greatest swordsman in the world, going up against Roronoa Zoro. 2 masters of swordplay. What kind of a fight is this gonna turn out to be? Eri, you can do it, Uncle Zoro. Mihawk, you're an uncle. Zoro, no. She keeps calling me that because I have green hair like her adoptive father. Mihawk, odd. But I'm no parent. Yasaku, there isn't a person alive who can defeat Big Bro. He's already the best in the world. Izuku, we can't jump to conclusions, guys. Johnny, what are you saying? Izuku, we've all seen what Zoro can do, yes. But we didn't even see Mihawk slash that sword. We know nothing about his intense swordplay. Ricky, to be honest, you guys, it feels like Zoro has no chance. Super Swordsman took out all of Armor Pirate's ships. And might I remind you that according to G, he did so with ease. On top of all that, his aura is intense. There's something powerful about him that I can't describe. Johnny and Yasaku gulped. Eri, but Uncle Zoro's gonna be okay, right? Ricky, I certainly hope so. Mihawk takes off his cross necklace and slides off the top part to reveal. Zoro, funny. What do you think you're gonna do with that? Mihawk, it'll be more than adequate. After all, you wouldn't kill a fly with a cannon, would you? You may have quite the reputation on the East Blue, but that doesn't mean much to me. This sea is by far the weakest of the four. Unfortunately, I don't carry any blades smaller than this one. Zoro, I have had just about enough of your attitude. He clenched his teeth and ran towards him. Mihawk, you have no idea how big the world really is. Zoro, Onigiri. Zoro, what the? Luffy, Zoro. Johnny, what? Bug Bros Onigiri was stopped. Yasaku, but that's crazy. That attack never fails to stop an enemy. Izuku, well, this time, it did. Like I said, we haven't seen what Mihawk can actually do. He's known as the strongest swordsman. I don't think they would call him that if he could be beaten with a single attack like that. Zoro, I can't move my swords. What has he done? No one's been able to defend against that technique. He stopped it with a pocket knife. No. This can't be happening. He can't be this much better than me. There's no way our skills are this far apart. He jumped back and charged again. Zoro, I'm not that far behind the world's strongest. No matter what he did, he couldn't land a hit. Eventually he fell back and was on the ground. Yasaku, why, you're just toying with him, right? Fight for real, big bro. Johnny, big bro. Zoro got up. Zoro, you can't be that much better than me. When Mihawk eventually reached a dead end, he leapt off the ship and got behind Zoro, who continued to try and slash him, but to no avail as it was blocked by his knife. Mihawk, such ferocious swordplay. He swung the sword in his teeth, but it was blocked by Mihawk's knife and caused a shockwave. They then continued to fight. Zoro, I did not devote my entire life to swordsmanship to be dispatched by a toy like this. He then heard the voice of a dead friend, and it caught him off guard. He turned around and kept fighting as he remembered the promise he made to his dead friend. Zoro, to become the world's strongest. I will defeat this man for her. He went to swing, but he was out of energy, and he flopped to the ground. Mihawk, what is it then? What weight do you carry upon your shoulders? Speak up, weakling. Yasaku, how dare you call him weakling? You'll pay for that. Johnny, we'll teach you a lesson. They tried to jump to Zoro's side, but Luffy grabbed them and brought them back. Luffy, just stay put. Ricky, you have to let Three Swords do this on his own. He can't get stronger if he has to rely on you guys. Zoro then got up. Zoro, no, I won't lose, I refuse to be defeated. They paused for a moment before they got ready for one last attack. Zoro, tiger. He remembered the words Luffy said about his goal to be the greatest swordsman ever. Zoro, trap. Unfortunately, Mihawk, you are defeated, yet you won't step back. Why not? Zoro, I don't know. But I will not run. Even if I retreat a single step, I would be shattering the promises I've made. I can't run. I would lose my honor. You see, without that, there would be nothing left for me here. Mihawk, that's what defeat is. Zoro chuckles to himself. Zoro, then I won't accept defeat. Mihawk, then you'll die. Zoro, I'd rather die than give up. Mihawk, a strong heart indeed. He chooses death before defeat. He took the knife out of Zoro's chest, took a few steps back, and sheathed his blade. Mihawk, sir, state your name. Zoro, I am Roronoa Zoro. Mihawk, I'll remember it. No one as strong as you has come around in quite some time. Mihawk, so as a swordsman's courtesy, I'll use the world's strongest black sword to finish you. Zoro, thank you, I appreciate it. So this is it. Will it be the world's strongest or death? 3-sword style secret technique. Zoro, 3,000 worlds. In the end, 2 of Zoro's blades were destroyed and Zoro was injured. Zoro, I've lost. Never in my life did I imagine I'd lose. Zoro took out the sword in his mouth, which was the only one that wasn't destroyed, and sheathed it. Zoro, so this is the power of the greatest in the world. He stood up, turned around, and held his arms out. Mihawk, but why? Zoro, scars on the back are a swordsman's shame. Mihawk smiled. Mihawk, fine. Luffy, Izuku, Tanjiro, and Ricky. Zoro, Eri, Uncle Zoro, Mihawk, you shouldn't rush these things, young man. Usopp, Zoro. Zoro fell back. Johnny and Yasaku, Big Bro, Sanji, why? He remembered what Zoro said to him earlier. Sanji, he's insane. His opponent was way out of his league. How this fight would end was clear from the start. Why choose death? Don't be stupid. Give up your ambition and live. All of Krieg's pirates were terrified of Mihawk's power. Enraged, Luffy stretched his arm to the boat Mihawk was on and launched himself at him. Chef 10. He must be some kind of freak. Airy, whoa, Krieg. So that loudmouth little twerp has the power of a devil fruit. Luffy, bastard. But Mihawk dodged and Luffy crashed into the wall and got his head stuck. Mihawk, are you that young warrior's comrade? I'm impressed with you for not interfering. Luffy struggled a bit but eventually got his head out of the wall and fell to the ground on his back. Mihawk, there's nothing to be upset about. Your friend will live. Luffy was confused but then saw that Johnny and Yasaku had brought Zoro up and he was still alive. Luffy, Zoro. Zoro coughed up some blood. Usopp, come on, let's get him out of the water. Tanjiro, hurry. They brought him on the boat. Mihawk, it's still far too early for you to die. My name is Hawkeye Mihawk. You're strong but there is much for you to learn. No matter how many years it takes, I will hold this title as the greatest in the world and wait for you. Until that day, you must hone your skills. Then seek me out. Roronoa Zoro, Yasaku, please say something. Yasaku and Johnny, anything. Zeph, not just anyone can earn the regard of Hawkeye Mihawk. Mihawk then turned to Luffy. Mihawk, what is your goal? Luffy, to be the king. Mihawk smirks. Mihawk, your ambitions are even loftier than your friends. That's quite a task. Luffy, yeah, well, you just let me worry about that. He stuck his tongue out at him. Usopp, he's alive. He was just unconscious. Yasaku, big bro. Johnny, if you're alive then say something. Zoro raised his sword. Zoro, Luffy, Izuku, can you both hear me? Luffy and Izuku, yeah. Zoro, I'm sorry for disappointing you. I know that you need nothing less than the greatest swordsman in the world. I've let you both down. Please forgive me. He spit out more blood and Yasaku and Johnny got scared. Zoro, I solemnly swear from this moment forward that I will never lose again. Until the day comes when I defeat him and take his title, I will never be defeated. Is that okay, King of the Pirates and symbol of hope? Luffy laughs. Luffy, yup. Izuku, of course. I believe in you. Mihawk, you're a good team. He turns to his boat. Mihawk, I hope to see you again someday. Krieg then jumped to him. Krieg, hey. Hawkeye. I was under the impression that you had come here to take my life. Weren't you here to kill Don Krieg, ruler of the East Blue? Mihawk, the thought had crossed my mind but I've had enough fun for today, so I'm going home to get some rest. Krieg cracked his neck. Krieg, I don't care if you've had enough. I haven't even gotten started. Krieg Pirate 5, but sir. Krieg Pirate 6, maybe it's not a good idea to try to keep him here. Krieg didn't listen and shot at Mihawk. But he drew his sword and the next thing anyone knew a massive shockwave happened that launched the pirates off of the now even more broken down ship. Krieg, ah damn. He escaped. Luffy had jumped off the ship too and brought himself to the bar-tie using his rubber arms, which made the chefs freak out. Luffy, Usopp. Tanjiro, Usopp and Tanjiro, Luffy, go on ahead. The rest of us'll leave Nami to you guys. Usopp, roger that. Don't you worry about a thing. Zoro, Tanjiro, and I are gonna get her right back. And make sure you get that cook to join our crew. And then on the Going Merry, the 10 of us'll set sail. He threw Luffy his straw hat. Usopp, to the Grand Line. Luffy grabbed his hat. Luffy, yeah. Let's do it. Krieg, all right, men. We ran into a little distraction from our plan, but the real fight starts now. Akame, hey Zeph. If we stop these pirates, can Luffy go free? Zeph, suit yourself. Fire pearls. Luffy, you mean it? If I run those pirates off, my debt to you is cleared? Zeph, that's the deal. There's no telling how much more of my restaurant you could screw up if you stick around. So, kid, you said you were going to be king of the pirates. Were you serious? Luffy, well, yeah, of course. I'm definitely going to be king of the pirates someday. Zeph, heh. I've seen a whole lot of pirates in my day. But you're the first to state your desires so clearly and without a doubt. Luffy, I heard that back in the day, you were a pretty awesome pirate yourself. So did you want to be king of the pirates too? Zeph looked into the sky. Zeph, I do my best to forget about the past. I'm the owner of Bartai now, and that's quite enough for me. Krieg, men! If we can capture that ship, the Grand Line will be ours for the taking. No more pretending to be Marines. Nor raising the white flag of surrender. None of our enemies will suspect that we're a threat with a ship like that. In that boat, it'll be a sneak attack. Krieg Pirates 4, he's right. That boat would come in handy. Krieg Pirate 5, no one would think that pirates were on such a ridiculous-looking ship. Krieg Pirate 6, right. But Don, even if we enter the Grand Line again using that vessel, what if we come across someone like Hawkeye my Hawk again? Then what'll we do? Krieg was angry at him for saying that and shot him. Krieg, I really appreciate the input, sailor. Anything else? Pirates. No, Krieg, do you think an ordinary man could cut up a sailing ship like that? That man probably has the power of the devil fruit. Although those with devil fruit powers are rare and legendary to us, I assure you they're commonplace on the Grand Line. My Hawk must have used some sort of strange power when he sliced our ship to ribbons. When we're on the Grand Line, those powers won't be special. Even the Straw Hat Freak will be considered normal. That old geezer, Redfoot Zeph, sailed those seas for a year. It stands to reason that he had strategies for dealing with those monsters. The techniques for surviving that parade of widows must be written in the old man's logbook. Along with clues to the One Piece. His crew nodded in agreement. Krieg, now let's get to it. That restaurant will be ours. Patty, you pirate scum are gonna have to get through us first. Karn, we must protect the ship. No matter what happens. They got into a machine of some sorts, and tried to work it but had no idea how. Sanji, this restaurant will be a battlefield. Go to the control room and open up the fins. Chef 11, what? No. That's a bad idea. If we do that, we'll be giving the enemy a foothold, Sanji, and that's just fine. We gotta do whatever it takes to keep those guys out of this place. If they destroy the inside, then the old man's complain forever. Zeph, what was that, you brat? Sanji, yeah? I said you're whiny. Now go. Chef 11, yes sir. The pirates start to charge towards them. Inside the restaurant, Luffy, Gum Gum Rocket. Luffy launched himself at the pirates. Luffy, and Gum Gum Giant Scythe. She stretched his arms out, and they slammed into a bunch of pirates, knocking them into the water. He then landed on Krieg's ship mast. Ricky, or a sphere. A bunch of pirates got caught in the blast. Izuku Akame, I need you to protect Eri. Can you do that? Akame, you got it. Izuku smiled and jumped above a group of pirates who were freaking out about how high he jumped. Izuku Manchester Smash. The shockwave of the attack was enough to send the group flying. Sanji, it's hard to believe the Grand Line is crawling with guys like these. Zeph, Sanji. Sanji nods. Zeph, pay special attention to how these three fight. Don't take your eyes off them for a moment until this fight is over. Is that clear? Luffy, so let me get this straight. You're attacking the restaurant that gave you food? We got no choice but to beat some manners into you. Krieg laughs. Krieg, so you want to fight on the water where there's no place to stand, huh? A bold move for you three. The devil fruit has taken your ability to swim, hasn't it? Izuku wrong. Krieg, huh? Izuku, Ricky and I aren't devil fruit users. Krieg was surprised by this. Krieg, then you must be natives to the Grand Line. Izuku and Ricky decided to go along with it. Izuku, that's right. Luffy, as for me, you're right. But now I'm stretchy, with Chef 11. Chef 11, Sanji. Here come the fins. He pulls a handle, back with the rest. The fins from the bottom of the ship spread out to make a platform to fight on. Izuku, WHOA. That's so cool, Sanji. My cooks and I will never give up defending this place. Prepare to die. Krieg, I see good plan. Bringing up all that extra decking, genius. Now we don't have to take the fight inside. I'd hate to damage my future ship. And make no mistake, it will be mine. Chef 9, we will never let you have the restaurant. Patty, that's right. We mean business. Karn, we're battle cooks now. Patty and Karn started peddling. Patty, set sail. Mackerel Head 1, the Barity's secret weapon. Karn, so if you want to live, I'd suggest running away now. The head of the Baratai was separated. Krieg, what is that thing? Ricky, I don't know and I don't care. It's cool and that's that. Patty, fire. They shot the cannons at the pirates and blasted them, which caused the waves to get strong. Luffy, those guys are gonna sink me too. They kept on blasting. Then they got in front of Krieg. Patty, Krieg, say your prayers. Little did you know that the sea restaurant Bartai had such a powerful weapon just waiting to be unleashed. They shot at Krieg and then bumped into something. Krieg. He stopped the Bartai with his left hand. Krieg. I am Don Krieg, the man who will rule the oceans. Luffy, oh no, you're not. I am, Krieg. I don't have time for these stupid games. Get out of here. He lifted up the entire ship and tossed it back towards the restaurant. Most of the chefs were worried, but Sanji took out his cigarette, jumped high, and kicked away the fish head. Krieg, no way. Izuku, incredible. The fish crashed into the ground, but no one was injured. Ricky, awesome kick, cigar. Patty and Karn bursted out of the wooden floor. Patty, what's the deal? Karn, are you trying to crush your friends? Ricky, I wouldn't call them friends. Sanji, yeah. Patty, don't. Yeah. Us, you crazy fool. Karn, stop acting so cool. You wouldn't be so smug if we'd been killed, you bucket of backwash. Zeph then looked and saw something that scared him. Zeph, boys? I think I see something that the green-haired kid is giving you. Patty and Karn were confused until they looked and saw. Izuku, stop acting like a bunch of morons. We have to stop these pirates from taking over your restaurant. And by the way, it was either this outcome, or you crushed the other chefs. Which one do you prefer? Patty and Karn were terrified of his outburst. Ricky, just do what he says, guys. Trust me. Then the pirates showed up. The chefs tried to fight them, but their weapons broke in the process. All of them except for Sanji didn't stand a chance. Karn, come on, guys, why are you letting them beat you up so easily, huh? Patty, and you still call yourselves fighting cooks? Chef 12, well, these pirates are really good. They're totally different from the ones we've fought before. Krieg Pirate 7, it's insulting to lump us in with that average riffraff. We are the great Krieg pirates. And we're the absolute rulers of the East Blue. Krieg, let it be known to all that this garish boat already belongs to the great and powerful Krieg pirates. Sanji, I'm afraid you're mistaken. You and your cronies will never set foot in our restaurant. Zeph, he's right, men. Patty, you know what, I've been a cook all my life. I've worked at a lot of restaurants and gotten fired from them all for scuffling and living hard. Karn, and after years of wandering, we finally found a home here. They recalled how they started working in this restaurant. Patty, we like fighting and cooking, so this place is perfect for us. Karn, that's right. There's no other place like this. Sanji, you hear that? Now that's true fighting spirit. Patty, committing ourselves to cooking fine cuisine day in and day out is a fierce battle. Compared to that, these pirates are nothing. The other chefs agreed with him and got back up and ready to fight. Patty, protect Zeph. Karn, protect the restaurant. They slammed their weapons at Krieg's men and got to fighting, but then someone came up and shot at Patty, which sent him flying back. Karn, huh? The hell was that? Then Karn got shot. Izuku, Ricky, how did you not see this? Ricky, I'm a little busy focusing on the fight. Seiji, Izuku, sorry. Ricky, you're good. But who even is that guy? Just what do you think you're doing? He laughs. So let's do this. But before we begin, it's only fair I give you a warning. I am Pearl, the invincible shield. Zeph, Patty. Karn. Are you boys okay? Pearl, I'd say that pair is far from okay. Those two just experienced my Pearl surprise, one of my signature punches, you bumbling, pathetic idiot. One of the pirates tried to take Patty's knife, but he kept a firm grip despite being unconscious. Then, Sanji kicked the pirate in the face, sending him flying into a bunch of other pirates, and into one of Pearl's shields. The knife was high up in the air, and when it came down, Sanji caught it. Luffy, that guy knows how to kick some serious butt. I knew there was a reason I liked him so much right off the bat. Ricky, no kidding. But why is it that I can sense something very strange about his aura? Sanji, a kitchen knife is a cook's soul. How dare you filthy pirates try to desecrate one with your grubby little hands? Patty, Sanji. Sanji gave him back his knife. Sanji, just stay down and hang on to this. I'm gonna teach these bozos a lesson. More of Krieg's men charged at him. And then, Sanji, I'll show you, mere cook, after I fillet every one of you bastards. Pearl, ha! How very impudent of you to defeat them all using only your kicks. Am I to be impressed by that? Sanji, I'm a cook, remember? I couldn't do my job very well if I ruined my hands in battle. So I'll be taking you down with my feet. Pearl, is that so? I think not. I'm invincible, you see. I've won all 61 of my battles completely and totally unscathed. It's quite remarkable, really. No one has ever shed a single drop of my blood in battle. No one. Now do you realize my power? I may be a gentleman, but I'm not gentle. Got it, Izuku? It's not really him who's invincible. Just his armor. And even then, in the Grand Line, there are likely dozens of people that can beat said armor. Luffy, I don't get the joke. Danger sense then went off. Krieg, dropping your guard is a good way to end up dead, you brat. He swung a ball mace at the mast Luffy was on, breaking it. Then he swung it directly at Luffy. Luckily it hit the wood of the mast, but it sent him flying into the back of Pearl's head. Luffy, boy, that could have been really bad. Good thing I didn't fall into the ocean. Pearl felt under his nose. He felt blood. Krieg, this isn't good. Izuku, huh? Ricky, his aura. Izuku, what about it? Pearl, these people aren't just mean, they're dangerous. Sanji, why is everyone freaking out? Ricky, he's starting to go berserk. Krieg, calm down. It's just a nosebleed. Don't lose your cool. Relax. He was banging his shields together and hyperventilating. Sanji, berserk? That doesn't sound good. Pearl, danger. 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 His entire armor was set on fire. Pearl, fire Pearl's special treat. He sent fire everywhere. It didn't just attack Luffy and Sanji. It attacked his crewmates too. Pearl, perish in my flames. With my shields and this inferno, I am invincible. Krieg, that moron. We need that ship, and he's gonna destroy it. Izuku, Ricky. Use water shuriken and put out the flames. Ricky, right. Ricky jumped up high. Ricky, one for aura, the second user's signature move. Ricky, water shuriken. He sent them wherever there was fire. He put them all out and landed beside Sanji. Pearl, but how? Ricky, simple. Water puts out fire. Pearl, I hate him. I hate that jackal. Sanji then kicked Pearl in the face. Pearl, you stupid cook. You're totally insane. I'll kill you. He sent out a bunch of fire pearls. Zeph was about to put it out, but Izuku got in front of him and Izuku, St. Louis Smash Air Force. He kicked and it sent a powerful gust of wind at the fire pearls and they were put out. Zeph, that kick, he's strong enough to cause wind pressure as well? Izuku, too bad Natsu isn't here. Zeph, who? Izuku, Natsu. He's the strongest out of us all. And he could easily beat Pearl's fire. Well, eat it more specifically. Pearl, you eat it? Izuku, honestly, your fire isn't that strong. My friend, Shoto Todoroki has fire that would make your fire seem like a candle. The chefs and pirates were surprised by the sheer strength of Izuku's kick. Ricky the got in front of Pearl in the blink of an eye. Pearl, what the? Ricky, 6th user. Ricky, Darkest Lariat. The attack hit Pearl and knocked him unconscious. Krieg pirates, N.O. Pearl, Izuku, nice job, Ricky. Krieg cracked his neck. Krieg, you want something done right, you got no choice but to do it yourself. Then they heard Zeph groan. They looked back to see him on the floor. Then, Gin put his foot on his back. Gin, the battle ends right here. He was pointing a gun at Zeph's head. Krieg, shoot him. Do it now. All we have to do is kill the geezer. Then the restaurant will be ours. Izuku, drat. We let our guard down.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.